Oh, hey there. Good morning. Everything's working. It's incredible. A little loud, but it is the day of the sun. It is. I slept so hard last night when I woke up. I woke up kind of in a panic this morning, like, what fucking day is it? Where am I? Who am I? Oh, you go back to work. Did you ever get your bag? I was thinking about that last night. Didn't someone take your bag or some shit? Did you ever get it back? You did. Okay. I remembered that last night, like one of those random right before I go to bed, like right as I'm falling asleep. I was like, Glut lost his bag. No shit. They came back to the airport that night. That happened to my ex in Baltimore. And it was actually kind of comical because we watched it. Like we were headed towards the carousel and we could see the carousel from where we were. And we watched this old lady go to the carousel, pick up a bag that looked just like my ex's and just like beeline out. And he made a comment like, that better not have been my bag. I know a lot of bags look similar. And it was totally his bag. And the lady kept it for like a night and then called the airport and was like, this isn't my bag. It was, I just don't understand how people don't double check their bag. Thankfully, the Delta people did the bag exchange because I was not in a good mood after being there for like an extra hour. No, that exact, shut up. You watched it? Shut up. No, that's so, I'm so, like, I don't check bags. Consistently, every time I have checked a bag, it has been lost or taken by the airlines. Every fucking time. I stopped. I stopped checking bags long ago because fuck that shit. It's so stressful. And if your bag is sent somewhere else, it can be months. I've waited 3 months for my fucking bag to come back to me before because they sent it to a different country or some shit. Dude, do it. That's what I have the luggage tags from LZT on mine.
I'm going to fuck you
On
with
my not check bag.
Satan's cock.
Crispy, that's a lot of fucking months. Thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the class alive, and giving a fucking anus its wings. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways because nothing is sexier than pure sober consent, and I fucking appreciate you. Thank you.
54 months, Jesus Christ.
Just a side note, I think today's the last day of September. So if you have any streamers out there you want to try to gamble on, I think it's today, right? 29 days, have September, April, June, and November. I still have to do that in my head. Don't judge me. Good morning, V. How are you, love? Exhausted, probably. I'm sorry, you have to go back to work. So in your position, Glut, when you take time off, is it basically you come back and there's basically all the work that accumulated while you were gone is there waiting for you? Or is it like there's people who do work while you're gone? Good morning, Cocky. How are you, my love? I hope you're doing well. Happy Sunday. How is the weather there, by the way? How are your storms? Hopefully not too bad, other than the flooding. I've heard the flooding's horrible, especially like in, what is it, the coast of North Carolina. Some progress may have been made, but pretty much everything will be waiting for me. Yeah, that's just, someone taught me that ages, I don't even remember what job I was working at the time, but like I had a habit of staying late every day and just like, I think it was Lowe's, honestly. Like if people would ask me to stay late to do work, I would. Like I just like to do stuff and be needed. And someone said to me, like, no matter how hard you work or how long you work, there is always more work to do, literally until you die. There will never not be work. You're never going to catch up. So just like calm down. It really helped me a lot because it's real. Oh, it's in the mountains in Asheville. No shit. Oh, God. So is it from rain? I already have a handful of meetings scheduled from before I left. No telling what happened in the last 2 weeks. I hope nothing terrible. I woke up with a headache. Yep, it's the barometric. The barometric pressure is real. That shit's so annoying. Yeah, there's no getting ahead of it. And it's like, I think, like school, I don't know, my head itches right here for some reason. Something about school, we have homework. And like when you're in school, there's this, what's the word? You work and you do all your homework, and if you do all your homework right away, then you have free time. And I think that hardwires us to think we can do that the rest of our life, but it's not real. Like in a job, that's just not real. Good morning, Vile. How are you? NC feels like it just got it. No shit. It just got it as hard as the panhandle of Florida. Fuck, dude. I hope people are staying safe. Unless it absolutely has to be done, it can wait for the morning. Yes. That is, I had to teach myself that. And if it can't wait for tomorrow, do it. Like, that's how you prioritize stuff. Because otherwise, you can just work yourself to death. You'll just work yourself to death. There's never not work. The work, like, the world goes on without us, you know? The sub, so this is what it is. The sub discount, the bonus subs, and the Loot Cave discount go through September 30th. Thank you. They go through tomorrow. I wasn't sure. It's been different all month. They keep changing it, so I hate having an itchy spot. Like I always get scared. Like, did I get bit? But sometimes I get a fucking itchy spot. Good morning, by the way, Genova. I hope you're doing well. Storm moved to the Carolinas with so much rain and wind. I was without power for 24 hours. Jesus Christ. Please be safe. Glut gambled. I don't know what it... Twitch hates us. I don't know what it is. Twitch hates us. Glut gifted 5 subs in the chat. Thank you, you generous fuck. I appreciate you. I mean, it's a bummer, but at the same time, someone still got a free sub. So it's still cool. Thank you. Carlos Gecko, O Noguchi, Kinger138, Jabba64, Jolly, and Max481. You're all butt wizards of the highest order. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways. Because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent. And I fucking appreciate you. And thank you, Glut. You're very kind. 3 Dot, thank you for those biddies. Good morning. Parts of NC got like 35 inches of rain in a day or two. Holy shit. That's madness. That's too much. Please be safe. It's still, yeah, it's a guaranteed, like, as long as you gift 5 subs, it's a guaranteed gifted 1 sub. But sometimes it's, I've seen it. It happened in our channel yesterday. Like, massive gifted subs by Twitch. The roll is real. It's just so infrequent. Good morning, BDO. How are you? My dad's just outside. My dad is just outside Columbia SC, and he was without power for a day as well. They still can't get to Publix. Mishy, what the fuck? Mishy gambled! Why?
What does high score mean? New high score, is that bad?
Mishy gambled and gifted 10 subs in the chat, to which Twitch gifted 2. Still 2. Did we get a bonus? I thought it gifted 1 sub per 5. Or is that a bonus? Did it happen? Did it gamble win? Thank you. And welcome to the Butt Wizards, all of you generous fucks. I appreciate you. 2 and a bonus, no shit. Fuck yes. Fuck yes, it happened! Oh my god, it did. I didn't see the third one. Okay. Salty Biker 420, Kyle K, Mazza Mahan, Chimera, Oh, it jumped. Omar Amaro, Shelly PK, Grind Warrior, Calistri, Amy Noodles, I got it. Ilio, Arkansasy Mama, that's a great name. Aurelexion, and Toro Magi. Why can't I read? I can't read today. Thank you so much for being here today. And thank you for accepting these fucking wings upon Uranus. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent, and I fucking appreciate you. Thanks. And thank you, Mishy, you generous fuck. I appreciate you. I've only caught the outskirts of the storm. Lost power for about 11 hours on Friday. That still sucks. Does that bit at 2 minutes in not drive you crazy? They removed it from the radio and the video. It's in this song. I just don't understand why it's there. It feels like the song should end. There's a little pop-up that explains why they did what they did below the gift sub pop-up in chat. Boom. Thank you, Genova, if anybody's wondering. It's so if you're new to Twitch or if you're just swinging by or if you've never hung out, basically during September, Twitch historically has always done some special perk. So sometimes it's extra biddies with gifted biddies, sometimes it's extra subs, etc. So there's details about it in there.
Satan's cock.
Lesho, you silly fuck.
Thanks for subbing to the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving an anus its wings.
For 30 months. That's a long time. Thank you. Go forth and be consensual. And I appreciate you. 3 Dot just gifted a sub to I did an oopsie. I did an oopsie. Use a butt wizard of the highest order. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent. I fucking appreciate you. Good morning, Drew. Nuh-uh. You got 5 for 5 in Zeke's channel yesterday. Shut the fuck up. That's ridiculous. We haven't got anything like that, I don't think. My God. That's lucky. You gifted the Grinder Warrior. How does it feel? This is probably the best deal since the first one where it was like 50% off subs. Yes, I agree. I think this is the best thing they've done since the 50% of subs. Drew, I have to tell you, I forgot about this from TwitchCon. So, if you guys are unaware, or if you've never been to TwitchCon, I have a problem. I have a problem with half-assed one-armed hugs. If you're gonna hug someone, use the arms you got. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I cannot stand this, like, hover shit and the arm. I have to let you know that the reason this all started was because of Drew. Drew, you in chat. Drew was the first motherfucker to one-armed hug me at a con. And I'm so glad Glacial's here because I have to let you know, Drew, that it hasn't stopped. While I was at the con, I think it was Vissy literally came up to me and gave me the saddest, most pathetic one-armed hug and looked at me and goes, "That was from Glacial." I just had to let you know, you've cursed me for the rest of my life. How could you? Good, BDO, that's the fucking hugs. No shit, those are the hugs. Like, if you're gonna hug, hug. If you don't want to hug, don't fucking hug. I don't need this. Drew had something in his hand, by the way, when he one-armed hugged me. He wasn't being an asshole, but I went after him and I was like, you throw that pamphlet down, you hug me right now, motherfucker! I wasn't okay with it. It's not okay. You did. You 100% redeemed yourself. Like, I think it really, wasn't it like the TwitchCon map or something in your hand? And I straight up said, throw it down and give me a better hug. And you did. But it's like, it haunts me now because people know it. That the fact that Glacial could message someone via Twitter over the internet and get me a half-assed hug when he couldn't even be there is disgusting. I love a fist bump. I don't need to hug everybody. Like, I'm not an obsessive, like, we must hug or it's the end-all, be-all. But if you're gonna hug, the hover thing or it's just so clear you don't want to hug. This is just, what is this? What is that? What's that? That's what you do to your creepy uncle. I want to hug, but I'm afraid of invading someone's... No, 100%. And that's why it's always like, I feel like you ask. It's so easy just to ask. I even do that at Burning Man. Every single person I run into that's a first-time burner, I like to give a hug, but I always ask, can I give you a hug? And if they say no, I'm like, awesome. Fist bump, elbow bump, we don't have to touch. I'm just excited for you. And how I express excitement is physical contact, but that doesn't have to be your excitement at all. Leaving TwitchCon, my number of hugs per day drastically decreases. I hate it. I was thinking about that, like, it's so weird to go from, you go to TwitchCon and you just have this beautiful weekend where every morning everybody gets up, we all had a Discord, we would, like, message each other, we'd meet up for breakfast, and we'd literally spend the entire day together. Like, we would all be within each other's vicinity at least until, like, 1 a.m. every day. Just walking around doing nothing, really. But to go from that to just nothing and nobody again is sad. It's the con sads. I get it every year. Like, Biz said it. Biz tweeted at me and was like, I didn't cry until I got on my second plane. It's legit, though, and it happens every fucking year. I had a pamphlet in my hand, and I didn't want to smack you with it. I was socially awkward. We're all socially awkward, Drew. Come on. Yeah, if you're gonna hug, just do it. If you don't want to hug, though, don't do it. Like, don't force yourself for me or for anybody. Fuck that. No one has a right to touch you. No is respected. I very much respect it, especially coming from a kid, Cocky. Oh my God. I mean, I'm sure the vast majority, if not all of us, were of that generation where it was like, you go hug your uncle and you tell him thank you. And you're like, that's the uncle that touches my butt and he's really creepy and I hate him so much. And they're like, you respect your elders and you go give your uncle a hug. And you're like, ah! I still to this day struggle with, like, having autonomy over my own body. Especially when it comes to elders. I'm like, I guess they just get to touch me. Which is fucked up. Thank you for the hype train, motherfuckers. Oh, did I get a cute? Oh my God, I think I got a cute one. What is this? What is that? What is that? I don't know what it is. It's a soccer goalie, I guess. Just kidding. It's not a cute one. I want the little heart butt real bad. Drew, we have that one. And then we have the video. Was it, I think it was PAX East when we tried, oh God, what we tried, what is that shit? Vegemite? Or Marmite, one of them. One of them. One of the Australian ESO players brought it and we tried it and it was fucking gross. But there's a video of us doing that together. Con hugging is a pretty strict no in my world. If we're hanging out outside the con, we are on a hug level. At cons, no touchy. 100%. And as long as you make that clear, anyone that doesn't respect that doesn't deserve your time, Nick. Would you not agree? Like, that's not okay. No one, I don't care who they are, no one has a right to touch you without your permission, period. I always ask about hugs these days, even with my bestie who's never declined a hug and frequently drapes themselves around me as well. 100%, always. It's respectful. I had a similar experience with an aunt who wanted to always, oh, yep. I had an aunt that did the same, Vile. She always wanted to kiss me on the mouth, and she had these big, I remember she had these big, long, like, fingernails, like 80s acrylics that were red and pointy, and she would pinch my cheeks. But I swear to you, she pinched my cheeks so hard, it would leave, like, a horrible burning sensation in my cheeks. She was mean. I think she's abusive. I think she's, like, secretly one of those secret abusers who pokes their kids so they cry so then she can rescue them and make them feel better or something. She used to literally grab my face and just fucking, like, Argh! And it would, like, that burning. You ever, like, blow up a balloon and you puff up your cheeks too much to where they stretch out and they hurt afterwards? It was horrible. And to this day, my mom's like, there's no one can pinch you that hard. I'm like, give me your cheek. You give me your cheek, old lady, and let's fucking go. I'll show you. Shut up. I hate that shit. I'm the opposite. I learned from body language and touching people is weird and gross. My family didn't hug until I was in my mid-20s and my brothers started it. My family, like, I feel that. I feel like I had both, sadly. What is... No, I like your duck better. Your gritty goose is adorable. Hi, Aunt Ra. How are you, love? I'm fucking exhausted. I was hoping this would be the last move for a long time. I hate moving so much. I really hope it's the last one for you as well. Moving sucks. Where'd all the silly, colorful, huggable humanoid animals go? All right, the con ended. Yeah. All the people are gone. According to Hugh Jackman, everyone tries it wrong. I believe that because every time I've been offered it or people want to watch, like, let's feed Marmite or Vegemite to the American, they give you a spoonful of it. And I know for a fucking fact that's not how you eat it. You smear it on toast with butter and you do like the fucking thinnest layer of it. It's literally like, it's like bouillon cube paste, essentially, is all it is. It's salty fucking like hell, but like barely any goes on toast with butter. But every time they feed it to someone who doesn't eat it, they're like, here's a spoonful, gulp that down. And we're like, why would you do that? Do you not want me to love your country? Why do you hate me like this? Salty armpit on a cracker is my kind of vibe. Oh my fucking what? That's literally what it was. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Kisses on the mouth from relatives are weird. It's weird. I never understood it. Hand pinching was kind of normal. Stop acting up, thing growing up. Yeah. Kisses on the mouth from pretty girls. I mean, as long as it's consensual, I'm fucking here for that. Just doing this hurts me. I don't know. Maybe I just have fat cheeks. I'm just barely pinching my cheek and it hurts. Like, I don't like that feeling. Don't pinch kids. Right? Wait, someone gifted you a sub to a channel that has mayo? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not, Vile. My regular hugs are garbo. What do you mean? What? You must have not given me a regular hug then, because you straight up picked me off the ground. That's a real hug. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Who the fuck lied to you? That's exactly how you're supposed to have it. You're supposed to mainline it. Oh my god, I would die. Good morning, Mel. Glacial gives really good hugs. I'm pretty positive. God, it's been a lot of years now because we've all been going to TwitchCon for too long. But the first time I ever met Glacial, saw him, screamed his name at full volume, and then when we hugged, it was a bear, like I just got lifted. You know? Like I was a twig. That's a hug, but not in a creepy run away with me way, in a like, hey, it's exciting to finally meet you way. Here's a really good hug. That wasn't a normal, I don't know what that means. If someone's telling you those hugs suck, I don't know what to do. Good morning, Londell. I hope you're doing well, honeybean. It feels so wrong to say your name right. Is that fucked up? Delon, I'm so sorry. It's like if an American said, here, try this spoonful of... Exactly. Here, try a tablespoon of mayonnaise on its own. Who would do that? Why would you do that? Knives, he gives good hugs. You should get one. I would highly suggest. Highly suggest. It's fun being hypersensitive to touch, especially growing up. Absolutely not. I mean, I'm sure you're like Music Crayon in that I basically had to like almost brainwash myself to be like, you're not hypersensitive to touch and touch doesn't bother you, because there was just so much touch, like forced touch in my life. I was like, I'm going to die if I exist like this. I have to do something. There's some cultures like Portuguese where it's a common thing to mouth kiss families, but in the US, no. 100%. A lot of countries. I mean, when I went to Italy for the first time, thank fuck this was before COVID, the amount of strangers that kissed my face. It's just like walking out of a restaurant, I would be like, ciao, the pizza was delicious. And the hostess will leave their podium, come up to you, grab your face and be like, ciao bella, and just start screaming Italian. And you were like, Kay, that's how COVID starts. The sheer amount of strangers that kiss my face. But that's just cultural out there. Whereas in America, we're very much like, don't look at me. Danica's hugs are almost dangerous. Some of y'all are strong. Danica is so ripped. Dude, and get this, Genova. She was even scarier at this con because she was wearing heels. So Danica is quite short. I don't know exactly what height. I would guess like 5'2" or 5'3". But when she came up to me, she was a good 5'7". And I was like, why can't I look you in the face right now? It was alarming. I'm not used to that. The kind of hug is, quote, my friend, I have missed you so much kind of hug, and is the best. 100%. The hug where you can just feel that they're squeezing on purpose because they missed you and they're not hugging to do you a favor. I mean, I can't call you a liar because that sounds like something I would do. It's 100. I'm pretty positive that's 100% what you did. I can see you at the con. I can see the fucking where we were standing on the carpet at the con. Even though it was that long ago, I can remember that part. Kind of hard to do to me or my wife as tall. How tall are you? Because same. My arms will come up to my boxer stand so fast, like get away. That's the thing. Like, I'm taller than half of these fucks in chat, but built like a bird. So the vast majority of these fucks in chat, when they meet me at cons, they might be 6 inches shorter than me, and they lift me with an arm. I'm really grateful I don't attract people that want to sweep me away and like take me to Tijuana and sell me into the sex trade, because y'all could do it so easily. But they're good hugs. It's not like they're good hugs. My arms would come up in a boxer stand so fast. Imagine. This is why you use makeup, to make it look like your face is covered in cold sores before going to Italy. Oh my God. Imagine. Good morning, Dramonic. How are you, love? Like when you meet someone who always stands way too close. Oh my God. What is close talking? I've met very few people in my life who like consistently close talk. But man, what is that? I don't know what happens in someone's life to feel like they've got to be here to communicate with me. If we're not kissing, I don't know what's happening. It's too much. I don't know what to do. No shit, I'm 6 foot. Your wife and I struggle on the same levels. I completely understand. This is why it's so shocking to me when someone I get to meet from the community actually picks me up. Because as a 6 foot person, I'm sure your wife deals with it. Like, I've never sat on shoulders before. I'm not offered piggyback rides. I am not a lap dog. Therefore, when someone, can manhandle me like that, I'm like, oh, so this is what it's like to be small. What the fuck? Wild. You know what I'm saying? Rod is a great hugger. Facts. Like when you meet someone who always stands close talkers, dude. Remember we agreed Delon was my name here because I love it. Okay, good. I seriously, there's always this core of me that's like, I think about that. Like, am I just mispronouncing someone's name over and over and over and they don't feel like we have that kind of relationship where they can be like, hey, this is actually my name. You guys can always correct me. Please correct me if I'm saying your name wrong or if you would like it said some other way. I'm guessing. I read as a kid, therefore I don't speak well. Being touched was one of the things that would make me cast explode. Oh my God. Did you explode? Kissing, I mean, that's it. Like, unless, literally, the last time I was that close, it was because we were at that bar in TwitchCon. We went to a Irish pub that had a live band all night long, but you couldn't be more than, 20 feet away from that live band. That's how small the bar was. So we if this was your head, I had to be right here to talk to you. We were screaming at full volume, like this, in each other's faces, just to hear each other. That's the only time. That's it. Glacial motherfucking cinder! That's how I'm gonna say it forever. Very tall, very big. I'm a bear. I can envelop. I do not. That would scare people. It's kind of fun, to be honest. It's fun to have people around me that don't struggle with how tall I am. Dude, being a pocket person, Jenna, can you imagine every blanket in the world can fit you? Like, imagine what that's like. I can't. There's maybe 3 blankets in the universe that are as long as my body that I can, like, tuck up to my chin and have my toes covered at the same time. What is that? What a miracle. Like, it's got to, I know there's downsides to being short as well. We've talked about this a million times. Like, being super tall, being super short, all of it super sucks. We just don't fit the world. But man, I'd love to squeeze into some fucking little blankets. Close talking is so uncomfortable. Also, when someone literally never breaks eye contact, that's why I can't take those music videos where there's like, music, songs, lyrics. Ooh. Stop it. Stop looking at me. Stop. Why are we like you? Like, it's normal to have eye contact, break it. Have eye contact, break it. This is conversation. We've all trained ourselves to do this our whole life. I hate it. I can't watch music videos where they stare into my face. The fucking Barnes music, we were under the speaker. Is that why it was so goddamn loud? Because I'm not kidding, Knives. You and I, like this across the table, I couldn't hear you. I could watch your mouth, and it was actual deafness, unless we were screaming in each other's ears. It was crazy. Poor Vis was literally losing her voice. Fun bar times at cons. No shit, we barely even drank this year. It was mostly just finding places to hang out, which was awesome. Close talkers are like pillow talk without the sex. Oh my god. Close talkers are pillow talk without the sex. It's uninvited intimacy or seeing a spider on your hamburger just as you're about to take a bite. Yes. It's too close. My feet have hung off the bed forever. Imagine just fitting on a bed. I don't know. What is that? What's that? Wait, there are people who fit beds? Oh my god, Cinemus, no shit. That's undeniably a phenomenal gift. It's just a curse. My feet are internally cold. The band, I mean, it was, maybe we were just underneath a speaker. I feel like whatever the fuck this sound system was in that bar, it was a little too loud and it wasn't designed. Kino gifted fucking tipped $5 like 9 minutes ago. I just saw that. I don't know if I didn't see an alert or whatever, but thank you, Kino, you generous fuck. I appreciate you. See, I have a California king, and even then, I'm like at the edge. Because they just get wider. They don't make beds longer, really. So I think beds are on average like 6 feet long. So once you put pillows on a bed, feet are off the edge. You know what I'm saying? That's just facts. I saw they got married earlier this year, Koshiro. It's so weird. Kurt Cobain's daughter just had a baby with Tony Hawk's son. What have you done lately? I know, it's old. We're old. We're dying. We're old. I know. I remember when she was born, and that makes me alarmed. It's disgusting. I get mad really fucking... Well, wait, I get mad like really fucking 11 out of 10 kind of mad from, like, touching? Why was anyone touching you, though? No one should be touching you without your fucking permission. I feel that. I'm 6'3", my wife's 5'4". The struggle... Oh, you're the two opposites. 100%. Literally, my best friend in the world is like 5 foot, 5'1", 5'2", on a good day. I understand. Like, it's... Did my music just die out of nowhere? Are you just being a piece of shit? It did. The internet just took a shit. Oh, good. Okay, we're just gonna sit in silence for a minute. Because the internet shit its pants. So a king, queen, and a twin XL is 80 inches long. And what it... Okay, so yeah, once you put pillows on, that makes sense. You make beds for a living. No shit, that's kind of dope. I mean, you probably know a lot more than we do. I had no idea. We got a replacement mattress of normal length and it didn't reach the bottom of the bed frame. Wow, that's great. What's weirder is that Lana Del Rey married the Swamp Boat Gator tour guide from Louisiana. What? You know what? There's love everywhere, I guess. Everyone can find it. What? Feet off the bed or you just sleep in a fetal position. I feel like that's just our life. I'm trying to get the music back up. Sorry about the silence. A longer mattress would prevent me from reaching half my bedroom. That's the thing. And that's why I think mattresses don't get any longer, regardless of how big you get your mattress, because bedrooms aren't like designed to handle a mattress long. The world isn't built for tall people. It's not built for tall people. 5'9" is a great, I mean, you're taller than average. That's a great height. I would kill to be that. I feel like that's like a perfect height. No shit. Like a perfect middle of the road. Things are going to fit my body. Pants won't be too long. I don't know. Too short. Come on. Just give me something. Please don't die, internet. Please not today. I live in a house and it's rough. Nothing's built for tall people, especially if you live in an older house, because people used to be shorter. It's just, I just get used to hitting my head on things. I'm sure you're the same. I have a bruise right here. I have no idea what I did, but I hit my head on something. Diagonal sleeping, definitely. I do that a lot. I usually wake up diagonal. That's definitely a error, server error. The server encountered a temporary error and could not complete your request. Okay. I don't want to sit in silence. Don't fuck with me like this. Not today. I know what I'll do. I know what I'll do. Thank God for Gluttonous Emergency FF playlist. Because that will go, I hope. It's usually not Spotify that takes a shit on me, though. Oh my God, I've made it through so much music. We are here. I'm gonna get there, don't worry. Here. Excuse me. Dude. I'm really trying not in a creepy way. I have thought about Shaq and his wife far too often for a reasonable amount. For a human to think about the logistics of that situation. Spotify's having issues. Okay, it's not just me. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad it's not me. Raven, thank you so much for summoning the class. Keeping the class alive and giving it any swings. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent, and I fucking appreciate you. Thank you. Did that get really loud, or is it me? It's me. Okay. It's me. Sing for us? I know very few songs, and most of them are super inappropriate. Like, I can sing a lot of Tenacious D. Cal King is kind of the way to go if you're tall, but a lot of folks don't have the space. It's such a huge bed. Thank you for the biddies, 3 dot, you generous fuck. It's common for, wait. Oh my God, my shit. Raven just gambled and gifted 5 subs in the chat for 1 gifted from Twitch. Thanks, Twitch.
High score mean? New high score, is that bad? What does that mean? Did I break it?
I feel like I need a burp. Adelac, Koala Sloth. Koala Sloth? Good name. Stone Scars, Cyrus Sin, Big C2795, and Gen Infusion. You're all butt wizards with the highest order. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent. And I appreciate you. Thank you, Raven. I appreciate you. Don't you just love Twitch? Love gambling with Twitch's money? Man. Danny, I can't physically roll my eyes or sigh hard enough without dying at that. I'm physically incapable. I was always the tall one growing up. I shot up early and stopped at 5'11". Me too. No shit. I don't remember being small. It's really weird. I have like 1 or 2 memories where I remember, and this sounds so crazy, I have 1 or 2 memories as a kid looking up, and then it's over, and I just have to look down the rest of my life. I literally look down on all of you. Just kidding. There's a lot of you that are taller than me, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I have no memories of it. I consistently grew until I reached max height, and I was 6 foot by like 4th or 5th grade. And I just stayed. I just grew, and that's just been my body, and I'm done, and I'm stuck here. Shaq, I don't know her name. I don't know if she's famous or not, but Shaq is seriously married to someone who's like 5 foot tall. How tall is she? The definition, and I mean this as much of as in the most respectful manner I can, she's the definition of a sit and spinner. You know what I'm saying? It's wild. I like to be able to kiss someone standing up and not have to like go into a yoga position to do so, but that's just me. To each their own, there's love everywhere. Oh my God, Hypnotic, how are you? I got a puppy. Oh my God, cute. A 4-month-old Rottweiler and Connie Corso. Shut up. Those are two of my favorite dogs in the whole world. Ah. Nova's perfect. I don't even know her and I would die for her. I squirted a tear at you. I love puppies so much. I've been on the losing end of the gambles this weekend. No shit. Literally yesterday, I think it was 3 gifted 2 bundles of subbed gifts and got massive, like the gamble win, you know, got like 5 gifted subs on it. I think it was Mishy earlier today got 1 bonus one. But other than that, I don't know. I think I have terrible bad luck. Like, I've never won anything in my life. I don't have luck. If someone's like, blowing this for luck, I'd be like, absolutely not. And I would run away because I don't want to be blamed for that. I've got bad luck. She's 5'2". She's itty bitty. That's small to me. How tall is Shaq? To each their own. Love is everywhere. I'm not judging, but man, that's... Like, she reaches his hip. You know what I'm saying? What up, Prime? How are you, love? Good morning. You think Shaq's headboard's just a backboard? He has to have custom everything. He has to. He's so fucking tall. Dunking her in the bed and shit. Cyrus, have good food, honeybean, and welcome back. Is it a thing that you where you hate heels, but of course look fabulous in them? I like to lie and say that I look terrible in heels, or like, I have ugly ankles, or I have fat calves, but none of it's real. I'm just lazy and walking in heels is hell, and I hate being that tall. 100%. I have a picture of myself, actually. I've shown it on stream before. It's deep within my Facebook. But I think the last time I wore heels was like 5 or 6 years ago. No shit. I was a bridesmaid in my friend Katie's wedding. And all the other bridesmaids were like 5 feet tall. So, of course, I was like, I don't care what we wear. So they all picked 6-inch stilettos and pink mini dresses. Gold stilettos and pink mini dresses, my dudes. I can't make this up. And we were standing on a stage. You were a hairline from seeing my vagina. It was a day, but god damn it, did my legs look fucking great. Oh, I hate it so much, though. They're just the worst. I do not like... I mean, I'm already taller than the room. And once I put heels on, I'm just like a duck waiting to be shot, I guess. I don't know. I feel like I'm going to be attacked. It's great. And I cannot run in those. Shaq is 7'1". Holy shit, he's a monster. Good. Hypnotic, I kind of think, I mean, no shit, one day on stream, we actually looked up, because I was genuinely curious. I was like, what is the history of docking? It's all cosmetic. There's never been a legit reason for docking anything. Like, we tell ourselves it's so their tails don't get stomped on, or so their ears don't get bit. No. We looked up the history of it. No shit, it originated in England. They would chop your dog's tail and ears off, and it was a way to tell everyone around you that you weren't allowed to hunt. Was to chop your dog's parts off. It just meant you were poor. And nowadays we're like, no, it's AKC standard. No, you're just cutting parts off of a puppy. You fucking weirdo. Imagine if we couldn't see Shaq and Andre. Oh my god, that would have been amazing. Rest in peace, Andre. Hathor's wife is 5'2". Hathor's that guy in Iceland, right? The strongest man. Wow. 5'4" is in no way Hobbit size. I'm not hating on you or calling you wrong, but like, my girl Vis is a Hobbit. If I can't pick you up with one arm, you're not Hobbit size. My shit just jumped, sorry. Why is this? Okay, there it is, yeah. Cosplay hack, pair of crazy heels for pick, pair for the con floor. 100, I mean, that's a life hack. I'm sure Dis would tell you that. If you don't go somewhere in heels without flip-flops in your bag, you're a noob. You're 12. I don't know what's happening. You haven't learned. Absolutely not. You wear the heels for all the pictures and to look cute for the first hour, and then you put your flip-flops on and you dance and you have a good time. That's just the way it is. I don't know how anybody... There's no way. They're horrid. They're so uncomfortable. They just look awesome. Just accept being an Amazon goddess. I just can't do it in the heels. I can accept very few things when I'm in existential pain. And heels, I just don't You're literally just standing on your tiptoes. That's what heels are. I can't. They're horrible. I hate them so much. I am ClassyKatie Duck Hunt. Do you think she hasn't put on the Shazam Genie outfit? If she hasn't, she's failing. Oh my god, you played Frankenfurter? Shut the fuck up. Was it hard running in heels? Did you do, like, spike heels? Because that's insane. I couldn't do that. I've seen the picture. That's literally what we were talking about. The picture of Shaq next to his wife is wild. Oh, docking. Yeah. Not like. Wait. Is space docking when you do your foreskin over the other person's penis? Is that. It's been a while since I've hung out on Urban Dictionary. The only wedding I've attended where the couple didn't get divorced a couple years later is my sister's. You know, I've only been to one wedding where they got divorced. That being said, they got divorced literally within the year, and she got married again within the next 2 years, but they've been married since then, and they have a great relationship. So, like, yeah, he's the mountain in Game of Thrones. I think he was at one point, if he's not still, the strongest man in the world, right? Wife here, if I wore 6-inch stilettos, I'd look like Big Bird at my height. Same. Like, I'm sure you identify, you already feel like Big Bird, right? Because same. Every room I walk into, I'm like, I stand out like a weed in the lawn. I'm the dandelion in your lawn that you're like, I'm gonna behead that bitch. That's how I feel already. Putting on heels is like, look at me, motherfuckers! And I'm just not that. I don't want that. I'm fine. Like, I'm fine with attention. I just don't want the extra. It just happens because you're tall and you stand out. It's so annoying. It's life, though. No shit. Andre the Giant was 7'4". What a god. That's crazy. That's the standard. There are many. Wait. Then many people are Hobbit because I can pick them up with one. Okay. Many people are Hobbits to you. Yeah. Yeah. That's just. I mean, come on now. No one's really taking pictures of feet. The stilettos, I think, I don't know. I think they just wanted all the bridesmaids to be on the same level as the bride, but they didn't take into account that one of the bridesmaids was 6 feet tall. So it's like bride, bridesmaid, brides, whoa, and there's Katie in the line. Very stick out. At least you can be found in a store. My partner's 5'4" and I lose them often. You know what's crazy? I get lost often. I mean, people lose me often, regardless of how much I stand out. I don't know. I literally 6 feet tall, pink hair. I don't know what else to do. I'm actually a flower. I stand out hardcore, but I tend to wander. I don't stand still very often. So like when I'm in a shop with people, I tend to disappear. Not on purpose. I'm just like, ooh, pretty thing, and then pretty thing, and then pretty thing, and suddenly I'm 5 aisles away and I'm on the ground, like playing with something. And then in, 20 minutes, inevitably, I hear, like, Katie, where the fuck, Katie? And I'm like, I'm here. I wander. It's a terrible habit. Hokas are crazy. I know, they're so fucking comfortable, though. I tried running in Hokas, and I couldn't do it because I felt so much taller than I normally am, but they were so comfortable. Oh, my God. There are stories that whenever he performed in Japan, he couldn't use the toilets. They were too small. Wait, Andre the Giant had to shit in bathtubs? That just seems so fucked up. Andre the Giant had to clean his own shit out of a bathtub? That seems fucked up. I feel bad. It's one of those things that just makes it really clear that what is weird and what is normal is all just a bunch of hoopla. Stop being weird, said society that considers cutting off dogtails is normal. 100%. Stop being weird, says the American society that thinks cutting the little skin off the end of baby assigned male at birth's penises is normal, but being trans isn't. So it's totally appropriate to chop up a baby's penis without their consent, but it's not appropriate for someone to identify as a different gender later in life because they finally realized they were just born in the wrong meat mech. These things are things that fucking haunt me at night because none of it makes sense. Everybody's penis is beautiful. Your genitals are beautiful. No one had a choice whether or not they were circumcised. And if you did choose to later in life circumcise, you do you, boo-boo. You fucking get it. But like, what's happening? None of that makes sense. And if we want to get real weird about it, God took a rib out of a man and made a woman with it. In the Bible that these fuckers want to stand on so hard, sounds pretty trans to me. haunt me. But I mean, Eve was 100%. They can't fight. I mean, come on the fuck on. A man rib made a woman. Tell me Eve wasn't trans. You fucking idiots. They're just idiots. I hate them. Thank you all for being non-hateful people. I gotta clean my bowl and take a cheers. Take a win and leave the skin. I love that. Can I steal that? I love that. Dude, I was literally thinking of the waffle stomp as well, Rage. You should see what a bear can looks like in his a beer can. You can hardly see it. I believe that. If I remember right, he laid a towel in a tub and shit on it. Then the hotel would have to clean it up, and he would post an apology note. And I think that is so sad. I feel really bad for him, even though he's dead. That is so sad. Like, the world doesn't fit me, but goddamn did the world not fit fucking Andre. He had to shit in bathtubs, and oh my god. No words. That's wild. That is wild. And sad. Hey, give me back that rib. Growing up in a religious family, do you know how long I thought men had one less rib? I love that so much, and I'm so sorry. That's hilarious. Wait, why were you circumcised twice? I did movie correct so chunky. Wait. I did movie correct so chunky, but the run was up and down an incline at the then Stars Theater in Denver. Oh, absolutely not. That's no. You want a sister? Give me that rib, bitch. For real though. People stop telling me to be so weird, talking about how totally normal and good religion is when a fantasy novel sounds more sane than the Bible. I can't add nothing to that. That's just that's a snaps a crayon. That's well said. Seriously. 100%. I'd rather believe in Santa. He seems nicer. Cheers. Oh, I'm plugged. Just kidding. Of course I am. Every day. Sometimes they botch the first time. Oh, I mean, I knew about that. I was just curious. For those that don't know, if you're just swinging by my channel, I'm a nurse. I'm a respiratory therapist. So I get real, like, it's a problem, you know? I think it's from working in hospitals that when someone's like, oh, I had this done, I kind of have this terrible habit of assuming I have rights to that information and asking what the fuck happened immediately, because in a hospital, I'm allowed to do that, and out in the world, you shouldn't, but, you know, I can't stop. So, like, please, for the love of God, if I ever ask a question that's too personal or too nosy, tell me to fuck off. I deserve it. It's true for a lot of religious people. It's so sad, grown-ass adults believing that. I think it stems from fear of, like, you know, if you're raised with that, like, we're raised to believe water's wet. And then when you're somehow in your adulthood and the rest of the world is like, you know what, you've been lied to, water isn't wet. It's really scary because now you kind of have to put in effort to figure out, like, what is water then? Like, I've just taken this for granted my whole life. What is it? And that takes effort, and I think people are inherently very lazy. I just think, I have no idea if that's really what's happening, but I think a lot of people, like, they are kind of on the cusp where they know that what they're buying into is bullshit, but the alternative is finding more bullshit or having no bullshit to blame all your bullshit on. So, like, if I can't back myself with, like, well, I'm a Christian, then I don't really have any backing for my hate and my loathing and my detestment and my cruel behavior. But if you've got that, then you can be like, well, that's what my Bible says. Without the Bible, it's just, well, I'm just an asshole. And no one wants to be an asshole. But they are. It's like using your mental neurodivergency to be a jerk. Like, sorry I said those mean things, I'm ADHD. No, absolutely inappropriate. That's not the way this works. I think it's the same thing. And I think a lot of people seek out diagnoses for the same reason. They want a reason for the way they are so they can just say, I'm bipolar, that's why. No, that's not how all this works. You don't just get to continue being a jerk and ruining people's lives. Fuck that shit. Yes, exclamation Discord in the chat. We've literally for months now consistently, we've been having watch parties in the Discord every night, 2 hours after stream. So 7 p.m. Eastern until like 11 p.m. Eastern, we all just chill in Discord and watch movies very casually if anybody wants to hang out. It's really fun. They didn't take enough skin the first time. I mean, thank fuck. I know people that literally try to go get it done as an adult and it's botched. Can you imagine trying to get hard with that injury on your penis? Or just accidentally getting hard, because that happens if you have a penis. Cheers. I literally can't imagine it. Like, it hurts my brain to even think about it. Diablo lore is better than the Bible. Skyrim lore, Elder Scrolls lore is better. 100%. Water's now powder. Thanks. No one wants to be the fool, exactly. And I think a huge difference between the people, I don't want to say us and them, but people I choose to spend my time with and people I don't choose to spend my time with is the people I choose to spend my time with, i.e. you guys, us versus them, but not really, but kind of, is we are all very, very okay with admitting when we're the fool and we fucking ride it. You have to be able to do that. I just can't. I can't take people. I hate people. I hate people. I can't really be around people that take themselves too fucking seriously to the point where they just can never be wrong. Nothing's ever silly. They can't laugh at themselves. How do you even exist? Like, life must be miserable for you. I'm a fool at least 60 times a day. I must laugh at myself. I don't know how else to exist. Like, these people must just be, like, trapped. I don't know what's going on. Some people do want to be assholes, 100%. I still think it's like, I mean, Vile, I think it's like, I'm trying to think of the word. It's like a reflection, though. It's like, they feel so ugly on the inside that the way that they disassociate from how they feel on the inside is to try to make other people feel shitty. Whereas, like, for instance, I feel shitty on the inside all the time, but the way I disassociate is I listen to true crime podcasts and I watch movies with my friends and I smoke pot and I paint and I sew and I take care of my animals. Everybody makes choices every day. We're all disassociating from something. Everybody's got shit going on, you know? And if we just sat on it 24/7, it doesn't get better and we'd be sad all the time. We're all disassociating from something. But some of us choose to do it in really ugly ways, I think. I don't know if they choose. I don't know. It makes me very sad. I feel very bad for them that no one taught them that there are better things to do with their time. Get a hobby, for fuck's sake. I've got 50 behind me. I'll share one. Let's go. When I got circumcised as a newborn, they took about half of the foreskin and my mom was instructed to... Alexis. What? I have to finish this. I have to read the whole thing because it's a whole bunch of nope, but oh my god. When I got circumcised as a newborn, they took about half of the foreskin, and my mom was instructed to break the frenulum basically daily until she gave up after a couple days. What the fuck? Your poor skin. That. I mean, no shit, Alexis. First off, I'm so sorry. Because that doctor fucking did your mom dirty. My asshole is so tight right now. I'm so sorry that happened to you. That is fucked up. I hope that doctor tripped and fell on their face every day for the rest of their life. There's so many things wrong with that. I'm sure I don't even need to tell you. Like, nerve damage alone Re-tearing open a wound on a sensitive part like your penis over and over and over again and just reintroducing bacteria and oxygen and air to an area right by your butthole and all your dirty parts. There's just so many things wrong with that. I'm so fucking sorry that happened. Like beyond reason on in the name of healthcare. That is fucked up and not fair, and I'm so sorry that happened to you. Again, we need to stop chopping up baby penises. Like, what's going on? What's so wrong with baby penises? Like, assigned female at birth people have lots of extra skin too, and no one's chopping that shit off until they're adults and they choose to for some reason because someone made them feel bad about their labia. If you've ever made someone feel bad about their labia, go stub your toe, you asshole. I could go on. I'm sorry. The involuntary genital mutilation is just fucking weird to me. I love Blue Dot gives me comfort. I love the Blue Dot video. It really does give me like a weird level of comfort sometimes where I'm just like what we do on a personal matter, on a personal case matters in that the way we speak to each other, the way we treat each other as humans, the way we cater and the way we sculpt our personal experience as a human being is vital and that's important. But in the grand scheme of the universe, nothing we fucking do matters at all. I'm a sniff. My lifespan to the universe is a fruit fly to me, you know? Great. That's awesome. So I'm going to focus on the shit while I'm here, like making people feel happy, etc., etc. And beyond that, just like, fuck it. Alexis, it sounds like what they, I mean, just because I don't have the hardware to speak on penis, it sounds like what they did is literally cut down a clitoral hood, peel it open like a banana, and just left your clit out for the world. Which, that would be fire. Fire. If it touched, if my clit was just out, exposed, and touched like fucking material or denim or something, major hork. Oh my god. Again, I am so sorry any of this happened to you. And like, I hate to bring it back, but like, if we didn't normalize circumcision in the US, none of this would have happened. But like, what the fuck? And if anyone's wondering, I've sucked and fucked both, and it's all great. So, like, if you're cut or not cut, don't be like, man, did my penis get done dirty? No, they all feel the same on the inside. You're fine. Not to get too real with you, but I don't want anyone getting, like, self-conscious because they were cut or not. It's all a penis. Way before my son was born, we were already like, absolutely not, that's fucked up. I feel this, it's just so, and the only excuse I've ever heard from anyone that did it, like mothers and stuff, and again, no shade, like it's so normalized that none of us even question it. It's just, they just do it, is they're worried that their son's penis might be dirtier, or I should say their child's penis is more dirtier because who knows what gender they're going to be when they're adults, and, or when they figure it out, I should say, but also they say I'm no shitting you. I've heard this exact thing come out of one of my friends' mouths. I don't want anyone to think his penis is ugly. I don't know how to put this, but like going from this to this, I don't think really did a 180 in terms of improvement. Do you know what I'm saying? And same, Jenna, I mean, no shit, the sheer amount of times that's come out of my mouth, like unintentionally, kind of rudely, I'm just like, wait, instead of teaching your child proper hygiene with their genitals, you cut pieces of it off? Are you the type that shave your heads once a week instead of bathing? Like, what's happening? What has happened? What is happening? Did the children come by? Did you see them? I wish you, I mean, same, Sky. That's another part of it. Like, at the end of the day, your mom looked at your perfect baby self they gave birth to and said, icky, cut the skin off. And I think that's really sad. like, and I bet it's the same people that go after moms for getting their baby's ears pierced. It's, what? It's all aesthetic. And I'm sorry, your penis can be cheesy regardless of whether or not you have foreskin. I'm going to be honest, I've never seen a cheesy foreskinned penis, but I've seen a lot of penises that are a little cheesy that didn't have foreskin. Because I feel like the lack of the foreskin makes people feel like they can be lazier about their penis hygiene. That's in the hospital, just doing catheters, not in a sexual way. So, clean your junk. Don't, over clean. Just like spritz, for fuck's sake. Is it the same thing, Raven? Is it the, hold on, I'm gonna copy and paste the name. It's Carl Sagan, right? I love Carl Sagan. His voice was just great. Very calming. Why is it so hard to prove you have food poisoning? There's no solid evidence. Jesus, where's Leaf? Leaf? Do you have 2 accounts? Yeet! My mom-in-law's a loving woman, not the shiniest penny, but when she went off about circumcision, I was shook. Went off in a good way or a bad way? What do you mean? Cut your nose off so you don't pick it. Same logic. That same, literally. Like, have all your toenails removed so you don't have to cut them? I don't understand. I was told that hands are very unhygienic, so I removed them. I'm not kidding. That's the logic, and it just baffles me. Yeah, my hands are dirty. Time to chop them off. I just don't, like... Clean yourself. Puts razor away. Oh, yep, they're there. You did. I didn't even see them. I don't even notice them walking by me, Vile, but she's under me now. Yeah, they probably came out with their hangover faces on. I think it makes people feel more like, the water will run down and rinse it. That's good enough. That's alarming. That's alarming. No shit. Carl Sagan could read audio instructions to me and I'd listen. His voice was so good. I literally wash my dick after sex every time. It just like any other part of your body. When it gets dirty and every time you bathe, the whole cutting the foreskin off to keep their dick cleaner is ringing, I don't wash my legs. Right? It's ringing. I use 2-in-1. Shampoo, conditioner, and the suds rolling across my body are how it gets clean, and that's me. That's the vibe I'm getting here. Which, like, I'm not an overtly clean person, but we live in a filthy world. In a good way. Hubs and Bros all got their skins. I thought it was something we had to do. Nobody ever taught me. Oh my god, 100%. I wish. Like, I didn't know it was a choice either until I was an adult and had to witness circumcisions in the hospital after working in C-sections, and I was like, oh my god, that is barbaric. What the fuck? And then I did research, and I was like, wow, there's no fucking any reason why we should be chopping up dicks. Other than your choice to remove your penis and have a vagina or whatever you want because that is your identity and your meat sack was wrong. Because meat sacks are wrong all the time. It happens. My meat sack is very wrong. It fucking hurts all the time. Not a child having in person, but I would make the baby roll for it, build up a character profile, have the baby square off against the doctor. Who gets initiative? Because babies have crap stats, but the doctor who advocates for it would have a ton of penalties as well. This is incredible. Baby also gets an extra roll for a saving throw. I picture the baby from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, the cigar smoking baby. Oh my god, that's phenomenal. Alexis, 100%. I feel like that's normal. What the fuck? Exactly. 100%. The whole thing about people not actively washing their legs was wild to me. This is worse. It is. I mean, you wonder, if you're not washing your genitals, does that mean you just don't wipe your butthole? Do you think you're like a dog and you just pinch it off and that's all you need? Like, what's happening? Is this why you never run out of toilet paper? Do you want to talk about it? Do you leave dirt under your pillow for the dirt man? Or is it shit?
Oh! I'm okay!
It's just, yeah. Oh my God, Alexis, I was gonna say, no shit. One of my oldest and dearest friends, who I met actually working on the New World game at Amazon years ago, his child was circumcised without their permission. No shit. They live in California, and his child's like, they're probably honestly a preteen at this point. It's been so many years, I don't even know. It's crazy how time flies. But my friend is not circumcised, and so they did not sign the paperwork to have their child circumcised. But it's so fucking normalized that in the nursery they just were like going through them one after the other, just fucking circumcising. So mom gets her baby back, and the foreskin's cut off, and she's like, "What the fuck?" And I mean, ever since then, my buddy's been like, it's a constant, like, explaining why our penises look different, and they sued the hospital and made lots of money. Don't worry, like, they got theirs. But like, holy shit. Can you imagine getting your newborn baby back chopped up without your permission? The rage of a mother. I cannot even fathom what his wife, I mean, they probably had to strap her down. Yeah, I just can't even imagine. It's crazy, but that's how normalized it is. I guess that happens. And the hospitals have like suing budgets for that or some shit. Happy 420, we missed it. God damn it, every time. Cheers. Stop it. Okay, so I've heard that there's a population of quote unquote boys. Let's call them boys. Mans is being strong. Let's call them boys who don't clean their buttholes in the shower because touching your butthole is gay. Allegedly. So they don't wipe it either? Is that what that's they just is that that's is this like Poop Knife where we all think it's fake but it's real? And that's Kel, thank you for bringing that up. Like, I've literally heard that too. Like, I don't wash my dick because that's gay, but they jerk off. Everything hurts inside, and I'm so confused. Nothing, what? Is he not the bestest boy in the whole world? Are you my bestest boy? Want to come say good morning? Good morning, Bubba. How are you? Oh, it's a good stretch. Did you have a good nap? Good morning nap? You were at a very exciting morning. We tried to chase a squirrel. We tried to get it in the tree. It was very exciting. It was a lot to do. Oh, your breath smells sleepy. Oh, mm-hmm. Yum. Time to brush those fuckers, huh? Those are some pretty teeth, though. Oh, you just got the prettiest teeth. You do. This is my poodle trick. He's my life partner. He's just the sweetest boy. You don't have to lick my mouth, though. Not every day. All the time. I don't know, Mom, but I'm gonna lick inside your teeth. Thank you, that's better. He's just the nicest. He would take pets from anybody. He's a love slut. There's one guy who's on a podcast, he grabs the shit out of his... Wait. He grabs the shit out of his ass, then uses toilet paper to wipe his hands. He thought that was normal. Wait. Wait. You don't have to lick. It's just all the creases. So, close your ears. How does one grab the shit out their butt? I don't know. Help. It's just hanging there, and he grabs and pulls it. Bud, it's weird what you do. I love you so much, though. You're such a good boy. I know you just want sweat, but It's weird what you do. Is it like fisting? Because that's gay. What if it's like loose stool? Then. It's better with Decker. Close your ears, bub. Sinful chatter. This sinful talk. You're just gonna go to sleep on my desk now. You can do that. That's fine. You're very lazy and very cute, and everything's okay all the time. I don't know what to do. Or like the magician pulls a string of handkerchiefs from their sleeve. Oh my god. I hate it. I fucking hate it. Yeah, if you have it, Alexis, I feel like we need to see this. Let me give you a permit. Hold on. Oh, wrong PC. For some reason, only one PC lets me have a permit button. Nobody knows. It's just the mysteries of the internet. Yeah, I feel like we must. I can't believe this. Have you ever been in the same room as another guy? You probably breathed something in that's been inside of him. That's gay. You know, CK, I've never thought I never thought I'd have to have that thought. Well, jealous of that poodle. I'm jealous of them all the time. You know how much ass they get? He's still just Trick is a superior being. You're just such a sweet boy. You're a very sweet boy, bud. He just hangs. The post boob tail wag. It was also post boob, so the other one's licking my back of my thigh under my desk. I'm being bathed currently. Hi, bud. You're just so sweet. Why do you always want to lick inside my mouth? The moment I take my attention off you, you're like, what? Every time. Do you want coffee? You can't have that. They do. Poodles love. I mean, seriously, it's like a ritual. And Lil's very thorough about it. She will get every inch of my ankle. Thanks, Bill. I always thought she was eating the lotion off, but I think it's just like we're group grooming. Bud doesn't care. He just wants to hang out. He just cute. But who's paying for all the therapy this is going to result? I mean, not I. Yeah, or has he goosed you with his face yet? He herds you through the house with his nose. And so if I stop walking randomly and turn around because I forgot something in another room, which is inevitable, I get his face in my ass almost every time. Or he'll try to bolt between my legs. Like that's an option. You're a very sweet boy. Is it break time? Is that what's up? I have no idea. You seem early, but I don't know. We've been talking. You've got so many little grays in your hair now, bud. Are you getting older? See what I mean? Let's just take your attention off for 1 second. Go straight for your mouth. Can we get Mr. Poop Nails to make a oh my god. I don't know what to do. Hold on, I'm pulling up Lexus's link. They just, oh my god, so, okay. Let's take a quick break, 3 minutes, run an ad, get up, stretch your legs. He knows what this means. It's so weird. They know the languages of we're taking a break. Get up, stretch your legs, load a bowl, do what you need to do, take your joy, wash your hands. We'll be back in a few minutes. I'll put on music. See what I mean? They're so weird. My dogs are too smart. They're too smart for their own fucking good. Dude, no shit. I mean, I think hold on. Where's my music? Where is it coming from? Oh, yeah, it's the Faded Friday list because Spotify pooped. If you've ever
I gave
heard,
it a wash, turned it on, and slipped it in.
that is the most horror I have personally ever experienced. If you haven't seen that clip before, I will find it and I will show you. That's another podcast storytelling that's just
I gave it a wash, turned it on, and slipped it in.
a fucking nightmare. It's the worst. Like, that one is the holy fuck, the amount of therapy I found it, and it's the worst thing. Did I have to? Absolutely not. Should I have? Mm-mm. Did I anyways? Mm-hmm. You know what's sick? I literally just
I
Googled,
gave it a wash, turned it on, and slipped it in.
and it was the first result. Because this is never. It's All right, Viola's given us bleach, so we have two. We have one from me and one from you. I'll play the one that I'm aware of first because you've already
I gave
heard.
it a wash, turned it on, and slipped it in.
And then we're going to hear about someone who pulls. Oh my God, VR, you're just in time. We've been given a
I
new,
gave it a wash, turned it on, and slipped it in.
but instead it's someone who thought it was normal to pull poop out your butt and then use the toilet paper to wash your hands. I don't know what to do. So, here now. Selves.
Oh, I'm okay.
It's so fucked up. But that precious child. Sorry, Mama. I hope he's okay. Was really sweet. So fucked up. This is what happens when you have the camera on your child all the time. Like, this is what happens. My mom, it was really difficult when we were kids for a video camera to be taken out if your parents even had one. Like, it was 50 pounds and you had to put a full VHS tape in it, and it was crazy. And then you were like, all right, kid, do something for 5 minutes, and then you were exhausted. It's the camera's always on, or just gonna, at least, this is the pro, right? By the way, thank you for that follow. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my stream. My name is ClassyKatie. It's fucked up. Nice to meet you. Take my breath away. The trust from my fucked up family today. Welcome to the classiest place on time. Made you better than take your pants off. Place your hand on bunch of and enjoy your time here. Swim with pants on. Private. Jesus, embrace your goddamn nudity. Go forth. I appreciate you and thank you. This one, yeah. This. So that child is hanging out by a pond, and what they have in their hand is called a plecostomus. If you've ever seen those fish in a fish tank that like suck on the walls and clean the algae off, kind of shit and they look armor plated, that's what that is. They can get really fucking big and they come in different colors and stuff, but that's what that is. And I think he means to throw it back in the pond because it got stuck in this net. A sucker. Mm-hmm. A sucker fish. Yeah. And the child goes to throw the sucker fish back into the pond. That child is just so sweet, though. Hopefully, he's just dazed. I hope that metal sign didn't clip the poor bastard. Is that a fish flopping in the grass right there? Get the other one. That kid's got a fucking arm, though, right? There's a couple fish in the grass. We should take care of that. Kid is so cute. I mean, come on. He's not that sweet. He fucking biffed the fish. That was. That's a dead fish. Oh my god. Oh god. It's a review of Clone a Willy. Oh no. I turned my penis into a dildo and immediately regretted it. What the why are those there? What if I could turn my penis into a vibrating glow-in-the-dark dildo? Normally, that'd be one of the errant thoughts you'd write off as quickly as it came. And thanks to Clone a Willy, your fantasy can be reality. Yes, you read that right. You can copy your penis, veins and all. Turn it into a dildo. Clone a Willy... Get out of here, pop-up motherfucker. Clone a Willy is a DIY dildo kit that can allegedly make a perfect copy of any penis. It's been touted as a way for long-distance couples to sexually contact with each other when they're thousands of miles away. Because it's totally the same. Being able to easily make a carbon copy of my penis sounded almost too good to be true, so for the name of science and pleasure, I ordered Clone a Willy to see how it measured up to my lofty expectations. Alright. Clone a Willy comes in a large, tube-shaped package that holds an instruction booklet, mixing powder, a thermometer, a vibrator, 2 jars of silicone gel, and a small wooden stick to mix the silicone gels together. What's it like using Clone a Willy? In a word, stressful. The first thing I noticed about Clone a Willy kit is its daunting 13-step instruction pamphlet. As my eyes darted across the spread to take in all the information, I felt my excitement over this quirky product deflate while a pervasive thought crept into my head. Quote, well, this looks like it'll be a chore. First impression aside, after reading the pamphlet and catching Clone a Willy's instructional video a couple times, I felt confident I could erect a clone of my penis. You could say I was cocksure. Clone a Willy is remarkably hard to do solo. The first few steps of measuring my penis and cutting down the tube down to size went smoothly, but everything else went to the dogs when I had to make the mold. Clone a Willy's instructions are very specific and time-sensitive to the point where the process is rendered frenetic and fraught. Frantic and fraught? Frenetic? What, Katie? Frantic and fraught. You need to run water until it's exactly 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Measure out the water in a measuring cup so that you have 1 3/4 cups. Pour the water in the mixing bowl quickly enough that it doesn't lose temperature. Pour the molding powder into the mixing bowl and mix the powder and water for exactly 45 seconds. Carefully yet quickly pour the mixture into the tube. Then as quickly as possible, you need to insert your erect penis into the tube, where you'll need to stay erect inside of it for 1 to 2 minutes. That seems excessive. Did you catch all that? No, too bad. It's somehow easier said than done. You'll need to have the steps down pat while maintaining a hard-on if you ever hope to clone your willy. I, like many people, don't perform the best under pressure, and no amount of stroking with one hand and swirling the mix with the other. Could maybe swirl the mix with the dick? I don't know. No amount of stroking with one hand and swirling the mix with the other could adequately rouse me back to life. My spooked willy didn't want to be cloned. Instead of a mold accurate to my penis, all I had to show for my endeavors was a huge plastery mess. But there's no rest for the wicked. I had the foresight to buy multiple mixing powder packets, so after cleaning up the mess, I went back to the drawing board. On step 1 of Clone Willie's instruction pamphlet, they suggest the aid of a, quote, sexy helper. Oh. Katie, stop it. When cloning your penis. Luckily, I knew just the person. So, with my partner's help, you didn't ask for help the first time? Maybe it was an experiment. So with my partner's help, we gave cloning Willie another whirl. While I'd love to say having 2 heads and 4 hands halves the frustration, in reality, it simply passes the anxiety onto somebody else. The pressure's off of the one person who has to stay hard, thus giving them a fighting chance in successfully cloning their penis. But it's still not a particularly fun experience all the same. I had the luxury of sitting back and focusing on staying hard while my partner ran herself ragged, making sure she nailed the timing. I had more success staying erect in the mixture this time, in part thanks to having external simulation to help me out, while I had anal. Maybe it was a surprise, you're right. While I had made no less of a mess, at least this time I had something to show for it. Don't show us your penis. Thank fuck. I then had to wait 8 hours for the next step, which is mixing the silicone parts, blah, blah, pouring it. It's what I liked about Clone Willy. It's detailed, it's sturdy. What I don't like about Clone Willy. Oh, that's the clone? Jesus Christ. It's finicky, okay? The vibrator's bad. Oh, shit. My excitement for the cloned Willy deflated and went limp after a few seconds of holding it. While the detail and build quality were astounding, it still ultimately came up short. Really short. My erect doppelganger is about half as long as the genuine article. How did that happen? Given the entire point is to be a copy, size indeed matters here. Clone Willy is finicky enough that following the instructions to a T doesn't guarantee success. How would you get your whole dick in there, to be honest? I don't know. We sent a Clone Willy kit to our testing labs in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and they experienced similar issues. We cloned a balloon animal, a cucumber, and a replica of the Empire State Building, the latter of which shrank in a similar manner to my at-home. So it looks like the whatever the dildo is made out of shrinks. It's not necessarily that you're getting the whole thing. It's shrinkage. It's actual shrinkage, yeah. You can tell that the dildo and the star of the show is the star of the show just by looking at the vibrator. Don't get me wrong, it's nice that it's included, but it could be nicer. The vibrator sports no bells, no whistles to speak of. You can't change the intensity of the vibrator. I wonder if you could put whatever vibrator you want in it. Well, Adam. How do I put this? Everyone dreams of a smaller pussy, but no one's out there like, I hope my dick shrinks. Well, maybe somebody, but you know what I'm saying? I'm sure they have less complaints. Weak vibrator. The vibrator is supposed to know blah, 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 blah. Given the Clone Willy's association with long-distance couples, it would be nice if it could be controlled remotely via Wi-Fi, a la Love Sense, but alas, method of modern love, this ain't. The vibrator doesn't even have a power switch. You have to unscrew the cap to turn it off. Oh, that sounds unsanitary. Furthermore, lab testing revealed that the vibrator isn't waterproof, with water entering the battery compartment. The technical term our lab used to describe the vibrator is janky as fuck. Don't clone your Willy. This seems dangerous. What if it shocked your poonon or your butthole? No, absolutely not. It's stressful. It's expensive. A lot of is missing. Oh, the cucumber doesn't look bad. I guess. That doesn't look good. That looks really bad. Cucumber doesn't look bad. It doesn't look half shorter. I'm going to be like, I don't understand. Half as short? I feel like they're giving themselves a lot of credit there saying half. Erotic shock therapy. There are some people into that. Not me. Absolutely not. I will skip that. Please, God, no. Please, fuck. Wraith, get out of my head. I was literally thinking, like, when I first started getting into resin pouring, all of my resin pours sucked. It took me like a year to get a decent resin pour that was exactly what I wanted. But how many clone a willies do you need to buy to get good at cloning your willy? I'd rather find a service that does it professionally and go there and be like, can you clone this while I stay hard? And they'd be like, yeah. Someone who does this, I feel like it'd be worth it if you genuinely wanted something good quality. Right, Alexis, exactly. Someone likes everything. There's something for everyone out there, you know? Immediately recalling someone with a dick so big it could cause fainting to get an erection? Absolutely not. That's called a no thank you. That's called a would you like to play Mario Kart instead? I don't know what to do there. Poor design, poor quality control, poor materials. Sounds sad. Imagine getting back with your lover and you expect them to start vibrating and now you can't get off on your SO anymore unless they roleplay an unstable washing machine that also electrocutes you periodically and in not any sort of pattern or rhythm at all. Alexander, welcome. Welcome, fellow tall. I'm so sorry. But also, the struggle is real. Like the company that makes chocolate buttholes. Someone sent me so many buttholes, but yes. I've had so many different chocolate buttholes. If you ever feel like getting someone buttholes, those chocolate buttholes are genuinely tasty. They're just really good chocolate that just happen to be in the shape of a butthole. So if you're into that, Spotify is still down. I was trying to get music up. I'll pull up Faded Friday again. Here we go. Something's got to work. Sorry about that. So loud. That's what I'm saying. To each their own. Some people are into the shocky shock stuff. That sounds so scary, especially around my no-no bits. Some YouTuber also got decorative casts for boobs and vulva made, and they were super cool, right? And she probably got them made by a professional. That's what I'm saying. The idea is awesome. The execution is where it sucks. Because right now it feels like more of a gag gift, like, oh, haha, I sent you my dick, as opposed to an actually useful thing. Like, I agree on the love sense. Like, those ones that you can use via an app or something. Like, that makes more sense to me versus that. At this point, why not 3D scan your dick rather than require somebody to stay hard so long? Bonus, your 3D scan, you can 3D scan the balls too and add that to the clone. Can you 3D print in a fuckable material that doesn't feel like horrible 3D print plastic on your pussy? How would you incorporate that into making a rubbery thing? I don't know. I'm genuinely asking. I've never cloned a willy. She made a whole video with the artist. That's fucking cool. I love that stuff. Life seems easier being ace. I think life's hard no matter who you are. I think life is just hard. I don't know. Because, like, I don't know. Maybe. I guess. It's like, it's like, I imagine being ace versus not is like someone who has teeth versus someone who doesn't have teeth anymore because of one reason or another. Like, you've just removed something that's perfunctory for the rest of the world from your life. So it becomes normal for you, whereas what's normal for me is normal for me. Like, someone with no teeth no longer has to brush their teeth. Whereas for me, it's just routine, brush your teeth night and day. I just do that. But, like, if I don't have teeth, like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, getting off, sex, masturbation, etc. is like brushing. It's perfunctory. For me, at least. It's just something I do to make my brain work right. I feel bad when when it becomes complicated for people. Like, there are some people that can't get off without some of this stuff. Like, there are some people who get addicted to vibrators, addicted to stuff like that, in terms that they can't get off without one. I feel bad because that sucks. Oh, you wouldn't 3D print the dick directly. Excuse me, I can read. You'd print a nice dick, smooth it out, and use that to make a mold, and then pour silicone into that mold. That sounds it makes way more sense. The plastic casters were the famous groupies that did this back in the 70s, but worked with a few helpers at a time, fluffing and such. Didn't they make statues of the dicks? I think I've seen this, or read about it, or seen something about it. Thank you, Adam. What is normal to the spider is chaos to the fly. Thank you, Morticia. It's true. It's facts. Yeah. Fuck it. 3D printing my genitals, making a mold and casting it in bronze. Do it. You want to know what's crazy? I think it's because of lack of sun exposure. But, like, you know, inevitably working in medicine, internal medicine, you see a lot of naked bodies. And one thing that doesn't really seem to, like, age noticeably is our genitals. Like, your balls might sag a little bit more, but it's not like they're gonna suddenly sag to your knees or something. That's just inevitably that our skin stretches out. But, like, for the most part, everything just kind of keeps tight and nice down there. It's pretty crazy. Clone Willy always gives me... Wait. Clone Willy always gave me, you wouldn't download a car vibes, but I'm not the target market, so... Yeah, I mean... I wouldn't download a car, but I'd accept a car if someone gave me one. I don't know. Does that make sense? I don't know. Maybe. I seem to encounter an interesting amount of ace people that are into kink and know a lot about sex stuff, just aren't really interested in having sex with people. That ace, I mean, I really do think, like, we pick a label that most closely, like, identifies who we are, but everyone's so vast and different that, like, it feels unfair to any one human to be like, oh, identifies as ace, this is your definition that I'm aware of, and if you move outside of those bounds, you're no longer ace to me, because what does my opinion matter? It's beautiful and fucking vast, and I love it. Cynthia Plaster, was that really? That's amazing. Counter proposal: scan your genitals, then take the genital models and add them to a helmet model so that it's the horns and print it out for Halloween. Wait, dicks or like labias? Because I'm into either. I hate it when my balls hit my knees. Is it like common or uncommon? Because I don't know which one's worse. I wonder if people that spend a lot of time in the sun nude have a significant difference in their apparent aging of their genitals. I would guarantee they almost absolutely would. Sun is the number one most aging thing that, like, destroys our skin, is the sun, which is why I preach, please wear sunscreen. Please, for the love of fuck, wear sunscreen. I don't care what color you are or how old you are, wear sunscreen. It can be your daily moisturizer. They have so many good, like, sunscreens out there nowadays, but for real, that shit is so bad. And, I mean... One of my sisters was getting liver spots on her chest when we were in high school from fake baking. I don't know if she has them anymore, but seriously, it's no joke. That breakdown of that collagen never comes back, and it's the sun just aids it along. It is. It's a fucking deadly laser. I would assume it would absolutely. I mean, how would it not? I saw a sunburned penis at Burning Man. It was horrible. The sunburn, not the penis. I know surgical nylon can be printed. I use chastity cage made out of that. The processing is very smooth. What is surgical? Like the nylon we use to put together organs? Like to do flaps? It is Aquarion, and people, like, we talk about this all the time, but it's so common and it comes in at every angle. I feel like it's cyclical. Humans want to categorize things, and the less categories, the easier it is for them, and we're inherently very lazy. And when we don't fit column A or column B or column C, it's very frustrating, and they other you because it's like, fuck, I can't column you, I can't categorize you, I can't deal with you. I feel like that's the mentality of it, and it's sad. Sunburn on your sensitive bits is truly atrocious. It's the reason I wear pasties at Burning Man. Like, I've gotten that question a few times. They're like, you seem so okay with nudity and stuff, and, like, you're not ashamed of your body or anything. Like, I don't, like, why the pasties? It's straight up because I don't think my nipples have ever been in the sun, and that is not where I want a sunburn to occur. Period, end of story. Like, there are just places on your body that have never seen the sun, and we should protect them. Because the sun is a deadly laser. It really is. Stay indoors, wear sunscreen, hydrate, eat your fruits and veggies. People's identity with the stuff that they're actually into doesn't always align. I know a handful of quote-unquote straight guys who exclusively ERP with femboys and men for some reason. Some of them have gotten to admit they're at least bi, but some are adamant the edict doesn't count and they're straight. I mean, why does it matter? Like, that, my question would be like, why does it matter? I'm always curious about people who are like, they need that label. Like, if someone was like, Katie, you're not really bi, you're demi, I'd be like, oh, cool, what's that mean? Does that make sense? That's where my brain goes with it. I'm just like, why is that identity so important to you? I don't care. I know what I like and I know what I want to put my mouth on, and that's what's important to me. And unless I'm going to put my mouth on you, it just shouldn't be really important to you. But it's odd. Whereas, like, if someone came up to you and was like, I'm straight, but I like girls and boys, you'd be like, I think that's defined as bi. And they'd be like, no, I'm straight. And you're like, fine. What the fuck ever. Okay. Sure. It seems so, why would anybody, it seems very insecure. Labels the original social construct. Maybe that's part of it. Like it's ingrained. See, I have the olive skin too, so I don't burn, but you still got to wear sunscreen. If you have a gender box on a form, they really ought to get to a point where it's just a text box. In America, we have a prefer not to say. I see that almost I don't think I haven't seen that in a bit. Like applying for medical jobs and stuff like that, they definitely have a prefer not to say. I've seen that a bit. I feel like other or with or without a text box is not the way. Yeah, right? Other, it's just another way to other, right? I don't, right? There's nothing wrong with liking a label, but fighting to own one very specifically so fucking hard, it seems odd to me. Like to be so offended that someone's like, oh, you like assigned male at birth and assigned female at birth. Like, I think classically that's called bisexual. And they've just, no, I'm straight. Okay, fine. I don't understand that part. I never have. CO's a mile closer to the sun than most of the US, and the sun is goddamn powerful here. Holy shit. A label can provide community in a sense of, oh, this is a thing, I'm not broken. 100%. It's just like, I don't know, it's the fighting about it that's weird. It's when it turns into weird, like label violence, I guess. As much as I love my parents and they accept me, it annoys me that because my wife is female, they'll go, he says he's bi, and oh, 100%. I get the same stuff. Yeah, you can't be bi if you're sucking a dick and you have a vagina. That makes you straight. And I'm like, okay. Whatever you want to define me as, that's fine. I've just never felt like that crazy. And maybe that's because, and I might take this for granted, but I feel a part of the queer community to the point where I don't care what part of the queer community I am. So, like, for ages, I was like, I'm bi. But then the way I describe myself to you guys, I can't remember even if it's pan or demi or something like that. But basically, like, I fall in love with what's up here and want to fuck this, and I figure out what's downstairs later. Like, I can figure that out. I can figure out whatever you have. We'll figure it out together. That's the way I work. That's something else. And you guys informed me. I was like, awesome. I didn't feel like I was being shoved out of a community or like I was being shuffled or I was being told I was wrong or anything like that. I just felt educated about it. I was like, that's cool. But that's, again, maybe the straights are mean. You should never force a label on anybody. Yeah, if you're not hurting anyone and you're adults, it's consensual. It's fine. Do what you want to do. Male, female, trans, other. Oh, and then prefer not to say. I see what you're saying. The pendulum seems to be swinging the other direction some places in the U.S. Like straight up inspecting people's. Yeah. They were trying to do that for kids. They were trying to say we were going to inspect everybody's genitals if they want to play a sport to make sure they have the assigned genitals to that sport or something like that. And in my opinion, if you're applying for that position or you want that job, you're a pedophile. The straights are not okay. I'm truly concerned. Kato's nice. Boom. There we got one. How do you feel? Are you being hurt by the people? What's happening over there? That's basically it, Adam. Yeah, I've never had that, like, oh, they're so hot and I must fuck them now before ever hearing their voice or anything like that. I've never had that, if that makes sense. Weirdo. Sad. Bisexual is gender is important. Pansexual and gender doesn't matter. Demi is I need to know you first. Can I be a demi pan? Or do those encompass? I call myself gay. I'm just gay. I'm gay for sex. I don't know. Back in the day, they just called you horny and unstable. And now it's just like, oh, fuck, I gotta fucking fill out a form. What's happening? Resin on my mat. Cheers. Demi-pan, boom. Pandemic. Oh my god. That's no good. We can't associate it with that. I'm not okay with the lack of tacos. This is criminal, otherwise it's all good. Carry on. Hey, same. I lack tacos as well. The demi spectrum is about the level of attraction you feel, and when says nothing about gender really. I get that. Because it really, I'll figure it out. Like, I kind of approach it the way I do most in life. Like, if I see something cool that I think I can make, I'm like, I'll figure it out. Like, I want the product enough that I'll figure it out. If that makes sense. I'm technically pan, but functionally extremely fucking gay. I love that. I love you. That's beautiful. A pansbian? I love that. I'm a, what was it? A pansbian. I don't know. I like people, and if I like them enough, I want to have comes with them. That's about it. On that note, I need to go pee. Quick break, and then we're going to play more of that horror game today, whatever that was. What were we playing yesterday? It was, not to totally change the mood, but the game is really cool. I fucking pulled a muscle yesterday. What was it? Yamawari? If you've ever seen Yamawari, it is not what we expected. Like, I had no idea what we were getting into. Part of me was like, oh, this is going to be like some crazy... It's like Japanese horror, but actually kind of scary, but also really cool, and I really like it. Dude, I did it like right, like whatever, you know, this one that goes into your arm, and it's pulling something in my back, so however I sit, I feel like a different fire pinch in it. I feel like I just slept bad. Yeah, 100%. Wait. I've known myself as bi for most of my life. When I realized I was allowed to also call myself demi, and that wasn't like me lying or something, it was so liberating. Yes, it can be, and that's another thing, like finding a definition for how you feel and then finding your people can be very, very liberating. And that's what I'm saying. I think I take it for granted that I am a demi-pansian because I like everybody. All the things and people and their brains and their genitals, probably. Like, I haven't run as long as you're clean, that's all I really care about. So I take that for granted. If that makes sense. Like, that's kind of a place of privilege to be in because I got a lot to pick from. You know? I choose not to let chaos control my life. I am the chaos and you must fear me. Run. I'm already coming your way. Did you hit the East Coast recently? I can't look left. I haven't seen that movie in so long. Everything else we've gotten to the point that people are way too wrapped up in labels. Can we just go back to like, can we cuddle? And that's the thing. Like, I don't feel I need to like put labels out there constantly or whatever. That being said, I appreciate that some people do, but I'm definitely on that. Like, I'm just down to cuddle or just make out. We can just open mouth kiss. It's fine. Are you clean again? Have you brushed? That's it. That's what's most important to me. Other than that, like, the rest is kind of foobar. Are you a good person? Do you poop into a napkin and then toss it in the toilet? Because I'm not saying that's like a red flag, but also what happened. We all want to know. Who did that to you? Have you yeeted, what was it, a turdlet? Have you yeeted a turdlet lately? Are you even American? Oh my god, it's forever. Panda Guy, it's been mentioned every single day since TwitchCon. That's just happened. Now I'm curious if I've dated anyone or sucked any dicks of someone who just like does a catch and release on their little poos. That's a lot to take in. Where hands have been. Oh, I have been asked if I was Antifa. Oh man, fucking Colonel Sanders. He might be dead by now. He looked about the age. Do you think he asks for extra napkins when he gets fast food? Oh my God. Damn. Auspex, probably. I was definitely openly and very by the time I was in medicine. Like before I was in medicine, I was dating. I like girls and boys. Um, but yeah, I would say definitely because like especially when you work inpatient, it's probably very unique to working inpatient in ICU because when people are in such a state, clothing is optional. Like we're there to save your life. Not really. We try to maintain as much like pride and people's autonomy as much as possible, but I think anybody here would be like, fuck my autonomy, please save my life at this point, you know. And so you just see a lot of nudity constantly, all the time, and it becomes very, very, very normal. And I think it like probably helped ease any hesitation I had towards any gender on the spectrum whatsoever. Because like growing up in small town America, like all I knew until I was 18 was like white people and straight Christian people. Like that was it. Boys and girls did this and it was missionary and there was a church and that was it. Like that was all I knew. And then I went to college and I definitely had an experience and my world was opened. But like like still even then because that was what I'm so old. That was 18 years ago. Like it's I didn't even have the language for, you know, anything ever beyond like bi. And even then I didn't quite understand it. But definitely but I did that about everything. Like I would say working in medicine made me more comfortable with my own body. Like I was definitely ridiculously self-conscious. Like no shit, I didn't own a pair of shorts that didn't go past my knees, like basketball shorts until I was 27 because I was so fucking uptight and scared someone might see cellulite in the back of my legs. Like that was my fault and on me if I offended someone with my leg skin. Didn't own a pair. Literally didn't own a pair. And then when I was 27, I was living in Maryland and I was like, this is hell. It's 100 degrees, 100% humidity. I must have shorts. And I mean, big shocker to everyone, I'm sure. No one died when I left the house in shorts. No one was like, not the cellulite. And to this day, it hasn't happened. And sometimes even my butt cheeks hang out. It's crazy. But working in medicine, it just becomes bodies are bodies are bodies. We should celebrate how they function and how far they can take us, period. Not what they fucking look like. If sex feels good, it doesn't look good. And that's just facts. So have fun while you're here. You know what I'm saying? That helped a lot. Because there's everybody. There's no such thing as normal. I've seen it all. I've seen like, God, tens of thousands, probably, bodies. They're just all the same. No streamer has legs. I don't know what you're talking about. What legs? No shit. Old. As a lifelong Marylander, I think we have seen cellulite before and since. I mean, that it's so crazy. And I had another moment very similar to that where I was laying on the beach down in Florida with a friend of mine, and she has a perfect body, in my opinion. She's a pretty ginger. She's like 5'6", whatever. Just a perfect muscular body. She's got some abs, perfect ass, perfect thighs, not a blemish, just milky white skin, just a perfect looking human. And we were laying on the beach together in our bikinis, and she looked down and like pinched her leg and was like, God, I hate my legs. They're so gross. And my brain like pissed out my eyeballs and my ears at the same time in jello molds. And I was like, oh, we are all so fucking concerned with how we look and how we think other people are looking at us that we're not looking at anybody else. Therefore, all of our fears are made up and they're all irrational. Like everyone's so self-conscious, they're not looking at each other anymore. And I was like, fuck this, I'm gonna be comfortable. So now I wear shit like this. Because I don't care anymore. Because fuck that, life's too short. I mean, Rab, hopefully, well, that's, how do you think I keep a job? Fuck, I agree. Fuck what people think. I agree. 100%. I don't think about that shit at all. I really don't. I'm more concerned with how people feel around me and if they feel good and are having a good time and laugh. Did I leave them with a decent impression of my personality? Great. I don't give a fuck what they thought about how I look. I don't. It's pointless. Because, like, when I think about human beings, like, if I think about anyone I care about in my life or that I've met in my life, I don't remember what you look like barely. I do not remember what you were wearing in any way, shape, or form. I remember moments we had and what you said and how you made me feel. That's it. Couldn't recall anything else. It was just like, oh my God, we laughed so hard. We had the funnest time. Remember Panda Guy or whatever? But I couldn't tell you, like, I remember what Panda Guy was wearing because he pissed me off and was mean. That's when people start analyzing you and looking at you, is when you're a mean person. But beyond that, fuck that shit. What if the not good looking parts look good to me? What do you mean? What's a not good looking part, though? They're all good looking parts. TikTok witch. We're all gonna be TikTok witches one fucking day. I dealt with a lot of body issues when I was younger, and I feel like every year I get older, I give fewer fucks. 100%. Because you get wiser and you learn, you actually, like, you experience the fact that no one dies when they see your body. Whereas when you're young, you're like, well, you can't prove to me that no one's going to die when they see the cellulite on the back of my legs. Therefore, I'm just going to cover it up. I think, and we get to a certain age where we're like, well, we had to wear shorts out and no one died. Therefore, we've proved it. And now our brains aren't stupid. And we're like, yeah, no one dies when you just wear whatever the fuck you want to wear. Like, it's inconsequential. I dealt with a lot of body issues when I was younger. And I feel like every year I get older, I give fewer fucks. I love that. Because same. Yeah. TikTok witch! I know how you keep the job. You just know how to resuscitate them after their heart stops. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But I have to keep stopping the hearts because otherwise, where's my job? If there's no one to resuscitate. I used to not care what people thought about me, but then I stopped taking my anti-anxiety tinctures and suddenly I cared again. Oh, you should take those. You should take those. So fucking bright. I don't know, man. I feel like the scrotum could use reskin. I mean, honestly, if we're reskinning and re-engineering humans, balls should be on the inside. And I know it's temperature control. Redesign them to be like ovaries and be temperature controlled on the inside. Why are we putting the most sensitive parts permanently on the outside? It seems like an ill plan. They're fun to scratch. You could... Okay, what if there was just one in each thigh wall? On your inner thighs, there was just like a lump on either side, and you could like... I got a bad look from him. I don't think he... Stop being weird. Oh, I guess when you're walking, they might... Okay, what if they're at different heights? So, like, whatever handedness you are, that one's higher? Or would it... Do you know what I'm saying? And you could just have two little lumpies right by your peen. What if we just put them on the side? They'd be like friends. It's like that for some folks already. And then die when... I mean, you... Well, okay, you're right. Oh my God, what if it's like the cone... I don't know if this makes it better, but if anybody's old enough to remember the cone heads, you know how they had the little spikes on the bottom of each butt cheek? What if that was a testicle? I think I need a break. I thought, Kino, I thought you meant they were already, like, if you brushed your thigh, they crawled in the thigh skin and they were there already. I'm like, your testicles should not be inside your thighs. Oh my God, I forgot to show you guys this. Please tell me that when you get tickled, your testicles don't crawl inside your thigh skin. I need confirmation that's not happening because we need to study this. You. Thigh tickles. Thisticles. Okay, so this is something I wanted to show you guys yesterday. I forgot. So we got Taco Bell the other night. And we were talking about this a few weeks ago in chat, but if you're unfamiliar, I love Taco Bell, but also Taco Bell has like this Cheez-It thing going on. And none of us were brave enough to order it because it's like once you order it, now you're stuck with this whole item that's like on a fucking Cheez-It or something. So when we got it the other night, I was like, you know what? I just want the Cheez-It. I just want to see how big these alleged Cheez-Its are that are so fantastic. And they're like $1.20, so I was like, fine. It's the most underwhelming, however giant Cheez-It ever. On one side, it either looks like a Cheez-It or it looks like hardtack from a military MRE. It does not smell like a Cheez-It. But have you had the tostada? See, I was tempted to get the Crunch Wrap Supreme with this in it. I thought that wouldn't be too bad. I love Cheez-Its. Like, I used to eat the fuck out of Cheez-Its when I was a kid. But this is ridiculous. It's not as like, I mean, it's smaller than a tortilla and a taco. It's the smallest carb at Taco Bell, I think. But I just wanted to experience it with you guys, so I was going to try it. Tastes like a Cheez-It. Is UK Taco Bell different, Safi? Dude, yes. Please. It's kind of tastes like a burnt. Have you ever had like the burnt one? When you get Cheez-Its? It kind of tastes like that. Man, you know what's crazy? I still eat the throwback items. Like, to me, that's just items from high school. Yeah, it's like an extra toasty one. I like it. It's not bad. It's good. It does taste like a Cheez-It, but it doesn't smell like one. It smells like Taco Bell. Try. It looks so much less impressive in your hand. It's smaller than a taco or...
Eat something better.
Oh my god. I know whose penis gets gargled later. Snackies are the best. This is not bad, though. I like this. I always plan to go back to the UK. I have so many friends there. I've been there multiple times now. I just, at this point, it's kind of like if I feel like going traveling, but I don't have a ton of money and I just want to go somewhere, I know how to do it relatively inexpensively in your country, and I have lots of friends there, which is nice. Yeah, his offering is so much better. I don't know why I'm still eating this. Smothered burrito, spicy chicken, literally anything I miss. Spicy chicken was the shit. But I was just, no shit, we just had Taco Bell. So I was telling Zach, one of the things that I've got in high school that I still get to this day, because I don't even know if it's good, it's just like, I have nostalgic love for it, is the little I think they call them like the spicy potatoes or something. It's literally just that little dish of potatoes, and they put like a dollop of nacho cheese and a dollop of sour cream on them. When I was in high school, my friend Caroline and I would get out of it was either volleyball practice, some sort of sports, we were in everything. We would get out of practice and we would drive to Colville, which was 15 miles or 15 minutes up the road, just to go to the Taco Bell, and I would always get those. The Fiesta potatoes, that's what they're called, Fiesta potatoes. I got them constantly. And then Taco Bell tried to get rid of Fiesta potatoes for a while, and the world raged because apparently there's more people like me that are obsessed with them. And I got them the other night, and I was sitting there eating them like, are these good? Or is it just like this nostalgic sense of like, oh, I love these stupid things, but I still love me just a plain ass bean burrito. Everything, in my opinion, this is not a hateful thing to say. I don't mean it with hate in my heart. Everything at Taco Bell tastes relatively the same. It all tastes like Taco Bell. It's all about the combination of textures together and how you layer them and each bite. And I don't think they've really just improved upon the fucking burrito. I love their just bean and rice burrito. I'm so basic. They're so tasty. No shit. Taco Bell still has a taco burger. I mean, not Taco Bell, Taco Time, which is what I worked at as a kid. Sorry. They have a taco burger. So Zach loves the taco burger too, and we used to go to Taco John's every once in a while because they still have a taco burger if you go through the drive-thru, and ours just closed permanently forever. It's a good Cheez-It. It just tastes like a giant Cheez-It. I mean, it just tastes like a Cheez-It. I don't know. Giant, how does it? Add pico? Deal. I'll do it. I love that burrito. The Bellburg, was that what it was called? I worked at a Taco Time as a kid, and like going to Taco Bell was like the sin. Like you couldn't be seen there because I worked at Taco Time. Fiesta potatoes with jalapenos and red sauce. I don't even change it. I don't even change the original. I do love Taco Bell hot sauce though. The hot and the medium are pretty dank. I don't like the little black package. I think it just tastes like burnt. It's very ground beef taco seasoning at Taco Bell. It slaps, but it can get boring. Exactly. Everything tastes exactly like it all tastes like Taco Bell. So the more fancy it gets, I feel like the flavor is not changing really. It's just more expensive. So I tend to go cheap and boring. The Diablo sauce is ass, right? What is that? Because I love spice. Sorry, I ate a piece of muffin. This is so gross. I hate eating on camera. I love spice. I love spicy shit. I love hot sauce, and that stuff just tastes like burn. It just tastes like carbon. It's gross. It's not good. Is that the fire sauce? Is that the red? There's like red, orange. Red and orange, I think, are the two that I like. The black one's terrible. So I had a friend that worked at Taco Bell, and the meat actually comes as a bag of liquid, and then they put it in a pot of boiling water, and it slowly congeals into like the ground beef, which is kind of what gives it that overall ground beef mush flavor that we all love. It's not good. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one because it's been around forever, and I swear to God, if they're out of hot, they always try to give me Diablo. Because I'm that person, if I'm going through the drive-thru, would you like any sauce? Please give me as much as you can without losing your job person. I'm that person. And they're like, sorry, we were out of fire and medium. I gave you Diablo. And I'm like, oh, why'd you do that? That's a waste. There goes in the garbage. Straight in the garbage. Hi, Lizzie. How are you, love? Taco Bell tendies, though, top tier. Wait, what? Tendies? All right, this must be what Saf is talking about. This is where the Brits get weird with Taco Bell. Are you saying there's chicken tenders at your Taco Bell? Because we don't have that. Yeah, but you got me talking about Taco Bell and now chicken tendies, two of my favorite things in the whole world, and I don't know what to do. I do have to pee very badly. Kino, I used to do that at work when I worked at Taco Time. If I was working in the drive-thru and I was starving, I would nip the corner of a hot sauce off and just suck on it. I did not ever hand it off after a person. Don't worry, that's disgusting. But I would just eat it. I would just eat hot sauce. I loved them. I have a taqueria near me that has killer chili quiles. Is that with the chips and eggs? Oh, with fried egg on top. Yes. Oh my God, I love chili quiles. They're so tasty. I haven't had that in a really long time. Oh, sometimes they are. Sometimes there is a combo. I do need to pee. Let's pee. I don't want my, look at them. This is my like, I love chicken, and there are combo places of like KFC and Taco Bell together, or Taco Bell and I've seen another one. It's like Skippers or something. Super random, like really old, should be busted up. I know. Is it time to go outside? See tricks. Oh, there's my boy. Hi, Bubba. Hi, cuteness. Do you need to go potty? I need to go potty. You want to go outside? Oh. You're so much more gentle than your sister is with her Muppet hands. You want to go outside? No, that's not for you. That has chocolate in it. You know that. That's bad. That's bad for big boys like you. You would get sick. Oh my god, I miss A&W so much. I really think A&W had fucking really good fast food. But what are you doing? We need to stay here? Okay. You're right on my bladder, bud. You're making everything worse. Oh, you're such a sweet baby, though. Oh, they were the same parent company? Did they all go under? I haven't. Oh, Long John's. I was going to say, I think Long John Silver's went out. Oh my god, Lizzie. Before I go, I have to tell you. No shit. When I was at Burning Man, I passed someone with a giant pickle jar, and on the lid, it said, "Go piss, girl." It was their piss jar, and they were emptying it in the toilets. And I laughed hysterically, and they were like, "Thank you." We had a really good bonding moment over the lid of their piss thing. And then I had to explain to everyone in my camp the meme of, "Go piss, girl." Dun, 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 dun. It was great. Anyways, let's go outside. Go. Oh, I'm going to go piss myself. Be right back. Stretch and load a bowl or do what you need to do. Did you hear? Yes. That's it. I got it. It's $1.22. I still remember because I was like, okay, how much is it for just the Cheez-It? All right, it's $1. Like, for the experience to try a giant Cheez-It, I did it. It tastes like a toasty Cheez-It. Like, if you're eating Cheez-Its and you get that toasty one, I really like it. It's really tasty. It tastes like a Cheez-It, though. Like, you could probably get a box of Cheez-Its and just fill a taco or something. I'm not a Cheez-It hater. Cheese curds are really good on everything. Culver's, I had Culver's for the first time this year. No shit, Passability. Yeah, that's literally how we got on the conversation, is I got it and saved it just to try it with you guys. Because I was like, we've talked about it so many times in chat. I have a problem. I really like Taco Bell. It's like my comfort. Go out and get fast food kind of thing. And they've had these around for a bit now, and the curiosity was killing me. But in case it was shitty, I didn't want to get, like, it in something. I think it'd be good if you like Cheez-Its. You want to know something weird I used to do when I was a kid? My mom would give me a Nutri-Grain bar in my lunch. And Nutri-Grain bars, it was like a soft... How do you even describe them? If you've ever had a Fig Newton, it was like that, but long. And I would shove Cheez-Its into them. Like, in the end of them, and then eat them. Anyways, should we play this scary game? Cheese curds are great on everything. It was different, yeah. It was delicious, but very different. I had a chicken food nightmare a while ago. Went to a Chinese buffet in Tennessee and grabbed a big plate of orange chicken. Saw the restaurant on the news for being shut down because they put recycled newspaper in as filler in their batter. That's a nightmare. There was green. I don't even remember. I think it was the apple. It was a green wrapper. Was that apple? It was like a shiny green wrapper. I don't even know if they're around. Are Nutri-Grain bars still around? Yeah, those. That was like a staple forever. Those exact ones. It was basically that. It was like putting jam on a cheese cracker. It was like putting potato chips in your sandwich or dipping fries in a shake. It was just something weird I did one time, and I think I just ate them at the same time, and it was like, these are delicious. Cheese and apple. It was a natural combo, exactly. I just didn't know as a kid. I'd like do it secretly. I'd like stuff the cheese in the end and bite it before anybody looked at me. Secret. I was gonna say, Vile, I had a really creepy dream, not about food or anything. I had a dream the other night, and I never wear false eyelashes, but I had a dream that I was wearing false eyelashes, and I went to take them off, and a huge chunk of my eyelash, like all my eyelashes, came off on the fake eyelash. That was the dream. That was it. And then I just woke up in a panic and was like, okay, still have eyelashes, very scary. It was what does that mean? I do. I always want crunch. I mean, what is that? Potato chips in a sandwich, french fries in a burger. Like, it's the crunch. I love a good crunch. I always have. Cheddar cheese on apple pie, right? That's like a thing people do. That was probably it. There was a restaurant near where I worked. We watched the guy, delivering chicken, dropping a filet on the side. No. Oh, Stronlin, that's not okay. We watched the guy delivering chicken, dropping a filet on the sidewalk, putting it back in the tray, The place was shut down more than once. How are they reopening? How are they opening again? My eyes were fine when I woke up. I have no idea why I had that dream, but I was in the dream long enough that once it happened, I kept thinking to myself, I'm like, what do I do? Like, what do you do when you don't have eyelashes? Are your eyes okay? What do I do with no eyelashes on one eye? What do I just live this way? That was just where my brain went. It was very bizarre. It was a weird time. It was a weird dream. But I mean, you know how people have dreams where it's like their teeth fall out or something? I thought maybe it was that. I make my PB&J sandwiches with bacon. Yum. I'm a crunchy peanut butter person all the way. Like, one of my favorite sandwiches is like a BLT with lots of crunchy bacon. Like, not burnt, but almost there. Like, nothing's worse than biting through a BLT and the bacon's like has a string that's stuck and you have to like chew through it because it's rubbery. Oh my God, fuck that so much. But all of that, like the lettuce and everything and how crunchy it gets. Oh my God, it's so good. That's definitely one of my favorites. That's disgusting. I've had a dream where my fingernails and toenail. What does that mean? Yuck. That's a fucking nightmare. Yeah, fucking chewy bacon, absolute nightmare. But crunchy bacon with the crunchy lettuce and like good bread, like artisanal bread or something. Oh my God, I would fuck that up. Fuck that up. It is the crunch though, which is probably why I'll lose all my teeth by the time I'm in my 60s. But I do love a good crunch. It's the best. I'm just moving chat over so I can see you guys. We started a game yesterday just to see what it was, and it ended up being really good and very creepy. The music's in it's really good. I think it's like Japanese horror, essentially, if you were to categorize it, but it's gorgeous. The game is stunning. Let me cook you some of my honey, maple, and brown sugar. Oh my God. Yum. Granola, right? Dude, I've never put milk on granola. I think some people eat it like cereal, or they like put granola in their yogurt or something. And I'm like, why would you sogify that? Isn't it a treasure when you get the big fucking granola rock and you just like knob that shit in your cheek and you're like a goddamn horse? Oh. I'm going to lose my teeth at a young age, probably. The granola rock is everything. It's so good. It's like all the sugar. Oh my God. Straight, you just eat it by the handfuls. It's terrible because I think it's really, like, it's designed to go on something because I think it's really, really high in sugar and fat and shit. But God, I don't care. I don't care. It's so tasty. Where the fuck does my category shit? It's just delicious and I don't care. Yeah. What is this game? Yama? That's the game it is. If you were here yesterday and you heard me, if you're one of my lurkers who hangs out and you heard me saying ... a lot, that's this. ... It gives a crunch to the yogurt. I totally understand that. I did it when I was in Greece because it was what you were supposed to do. I'm picturing some guy in the corner with a huge jacket with tiny baggies of granola rock inside of it. Dude, I'd shove that shit in my cheek so fast. Good afternoon, Chris. I hope you're doing well, honey bean. I get just as excited about the granola rock as I do as a cream of wheat lump. Yes. It's just that bundle of crunch. That's what dentures are for. Miraculously, unfortunately, I mean, yes, but also dentistry in the US. Oh my God. If you put stuff in yogurt and eat it immediately, it doesn't have time to get soggy. That's what I do with cereal. Like, I'm the serial killer, whatever they say about us, where I have like a glass of milk and cereal and I pour some milk and eat it real fast. And then I pour more cereal, more milk and eat it real fast. Cereal, milk, eat it real fast. I can't. The moment it's soggy, the bowl is dead to me. It's like vomit in my mouth. I just cannot do it. I hate it so much. Cereal that stays crunchy is the best cereal ever. Ever? Ooh, granola and ice cream's a good idea. Yum. Oh, I'd fuck that up. Rolled oats are the shit. Yeah, porridge. It's just my Nana used to make porridge, and you know what she called it, Sronlin? Mush. She would make us porridge and little breakfast sausages, and she called it mush and weenies. Do you kids want some mush and weenies? Mush. Why? What the fuck? Couldn't we name it something more appealing? Soggy's disgusting. Absolutely not. No. Soggy cereal's fucking disgusting. No. It's gelatinous mush. Oh yeah, it becomes a solid to where you can like, oh my god, you can like take, oh god, it's so gross. It's so gross. I can't with it. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. Get a snack vial, go pee, do all your things. I'm just moving stuff around so we can play this game. We're still, I mean, the game is one of those games where you can still chat the whole time. It's awesome, but it's so pretty. I'm excited to show it to you guys. I was shocked because we were literally looking for scary games to play for scary season, which starts in 2 days anyway, so it doesn't matter. In like a week now, because of me fucking my ankle up at TwitchCon. So I haven't ran since the day before TwitchCon. And it's making me feel sleepy and slow and like I don't have any energy because I'm so used to like being active first thing in the morning and just like kind of, you know, running, I guess. I don't know how to put that. Like I'm used to getting my blood boiling and now my fucking, I can't even like speed walk. So I know the high hopes for my leg. I'm going to try to rest it. I knew it would give me trouble, but I heard it the first day of TwitchCon and I was dead set on not allowing it to, not allowing my leg hurting to ruin my trip the entire time. Like, hurting it first day sucks. But fuck that. I really still wanted to have a really good time and still enjoy TwitchCon. So I went and walked a whole bunch of miles on it every day, which normally is fine, but I have some straight up just black bruising up and down the sides of my feet. It's pretty fucking gnarly looking, so it's not the best case scenario, so I probably should have taken better care of it, but I didn't. So here we are. I deserve this, is what I'm saying. I deserve this. But in the meantime, I'm going to raid my friend Dan. Tomorrow's day off day. I need to trust that you're still going to wash your hands, take care of yourselves. You're not going to do anything crazy. Be kind. All of the things. Because I'll be sleeping in and then, you know, I don't know. Probably trying to fix my dishwasher because I can't afford a new one. It's going to be great. But also I vow to stay off my ankle because it's driving me crazy and I don't want to be on it anymore. There was something else I was going to say, and I think tomorrow I'm also putting together the list for all the, like, cosplays. So, like I said, I have the wire. It's back there, those huge spools right there. That's the wire that's going to be, like, the outline for the wings for the Moth cosplay. I already finished the Jinx one, so if you remind me next week, I'll put it on and I'll show you. The Jinx top. I got to make the bottom, but I got to figure out how the fuck to sew spandex. Like, what a nightmare. What a living nightmare that experience is. So that'll be fun to do together, and then we'll play more of this game and hopefully be playing a spoopy game at least once a day and finding some good ones. No shit. At least 5 miles every day, because that's about what I got, except like Thursday, which was 7, because that was the zoo, 100%. I was doing that on the ankle, so it's no wonder it's still swollen and hurts a lot. It 1000% makes sense. I don't think there's anything else I was going to say. I know. Dis is the one who knows about cosplaying and stuff like that. The thing is, I've Googled it and stuff, and I'm afraid that I'm just going to get the same answer, which is essentially you need a different kind of sewing machine or a completely different kind of foot for your sewing machine that grips material in the right way to, like, pull it through. Because the problem is when you put you put two pieces of spandex together, the bottom is moving. Even if you have a walking foot on the top, it doesn't walk the material at the same amount of time. And because it's spandex, one can start to stretch more than the other. So by the time you pull it out and the seam is done, it's like it fucks up. It's very annoying. I'm going to have to hit up the smart people about it, to be honest. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to make a note. Message Dis. Dis knows best. Hold on. Disfusional, by the way. Amazing cosplayer. If you're wondering who the fuck we're talking about, one moment. The creepy music in the game is getting me. Message Dis. I'm just gonna do it. It's like, it's this weird feral level of, independence that I just don't even think to ask for help. Are you making a think tank? I'm making a cosplay. I'm making a couple cosplays, of which I've made before, but I've never really dove into sewing spandex, and that's a fucking nightmare. I've tried it. It sucks. And I don't want to waste money on really good spandex material and then sew it and fuck it up and make a million mistakes and have to do it over and over because it can get really expensive. So I'm just going to message someone who knows what the fuck they're doing. But in the meantime, I am going to raid Dan because I have to take my dogs out and stuff and entertain them. Hi, Bubba. I see your feet over there. But tomorrow, day off. Take care of yourself. We still have movie nights on day off, so come by if you're bored. We'll be hanging out, watching movies, as usual, 7 p.m. Eastern in the Discord. And that's it. Ask me on Tuesday, and we'll look at the little baby geckos and check up on them once a week or whatever. Hi, Bubba. You guys say goodbye. So long. Farewell. Alvida Zaid, good Dan. By the way, if you don't know Dan, Dan is, sorry, my screen was being weird. Dan is one of my oldest and dearest friends from the Twitchosphere who I met IRL for the first time and we cooked. And he still has something in his freezer from the first time we met, like, I want to say 7-ish years ago. In the freezer, they're called the lies. So ask him about his lies. Thank you for saying take care of my ankle. I promise I will. You take care of yourselves and I'll see you on Tuesday. Bye. Hi, Bubba. My sweet boy. What are you doing? Gonna come snuggle.